Alrighty, I am back. Flat of British, Martin Leaker speaking. Happy Flatterday. And double flat thumbs. Double flat thumbs to infinity thrice. Good to see you all, guys. I'm hoping that one day the Flat Thumbs t-shirt will be as popular as I Shot JR or Relax t-shirts. So make sure to get one. Okay, because nothing... It's not flat fingers, man. You can't just reinvent shit and fuck it up. Okay? Yeah? Anyway. Peace and love to you all, guys. It's awesome to be now. It's time to get serious. Not too serious, though, but I'm having some complaints about my puppets. Yeah, look how happy they are, guys. Yeah? They're having a little puppet-gasm. Look how happy Hank's little face is. Even Boris looks reasonably happy. It's not bad for the movement. Plus, it's my channel and I like puppets. So that's the end of that. So here we go. Now, concentrate. Good to see you all, guys. So people have been saying that I don't take things seriously. I don't know where they get that idea. I do indeed, but I like to lighten the load. You know, spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. That's probably a poor analogy, but you get my drift. So what we're going to talk about today is something that I have been covering for, since I found out yesterday, approximately 6 to 7 years, with my deep suspicion that whatever is going on is to do with the sky, to do with the sun. I have strong suspicions that is to do with the sun. Now, it doesn't take a genius to work out. It's gone really, really, really weird, hasn't it? Not only all of the weird, you know, governmental weirdness, as in pandemics, rumors of war, other strange stuff that is going down. You can't ignore what's going on with the sky. Now, there has to be a link between the vaccine, 5G, and the chems in the sky, which we'll look at the end of this video, because we have some stuff coming which might be, well, alarming or not to some of you, but it's something that we're going to have a look at later on. Now, I've been thinking that sun that is blinding white light, okay, but in my youth used to be yellow. We used to have long, endless summer nights, and it was a beautiful yellowy sun that felt really fantastic. Now it's a white, scorching LED light that burns your retinas out. The heat is just too much. Everybody's like, what's going on here then? We just had 40 degrees in Britain. I know if you're in Australia and America land, that's probably nothing. But in Britain, we've never had that before. And as you can see on my last vlog, it can be really dangerous because Britain is a small island and we don't really produce our own weather. We're too small. So, you know, we have it differently to the rest of the world. It's not like that lovely, gorgeous tropical heat when we have it here. I mean, it's scorching. It is terrible. So everything is to shit. They are scrambling for what looks like survival. Could they be prolonging time by blocking the sun? Is it all part of some sort of, you know, don't slag me off for this, guys. Don't, you know, I don't want to be called a conspiracy theorist, but what if it was a last ditch attempt to sort of save the day? Fair end. Well, why not? They wouldn't want to kill themselves, would they? Now, there is a way out. I think there is a way out. And I've been thinking about this spiritual ascension that's going on universally across the board with a lot of people. And I've been wondering whether it was, you know, for each of us, our own personal ascension, spiritual ascension, because of what's coming. Because of what's coming. Our own personal judgments, our own personal clearance, of all of that rubbish that they've put on us, you know, them layers and layers of absolute lies and filth that they've been put on us since the very beginning. You know, they compromised us as children, guys. And what is the compromise? Well, there's a com and a promise. So what is the com, the C-O-M? It turns up in company and the word company, and it turns up in a lot of our etymology. But what is the significance of C-O-M? Com. Well, I'll tell you what it does start, the word comet. Comet. Cometh, the comet. We're going to look at stars. We're going to think about stars. We're going to think about what Big Brother said about stars. Stars, they're just lights. We could out them if we wanted to. And what of the black sun that's been talked about by the Nazis, for example, and some ancient civilizations of the sun going black and never coming back. What about the real meaning of the word morning? Now, remember the reset survivors, guys. They came along and they're all dressed in black, and they are most certainly mourning something. Are they mourning the death of the last civilization of Tartaria? I don't think so. Maybe they're mourning the morning, or the lack of, because everything's been plunged into an endless darkness, Ragnarok. Could that be the case? Well, I've got a lot of documentation, a lot which I will show you now, which certainly says this is the case. You get a reset with a comet. Just look into the works of William Shakespeare and many others that will tell you that a comet turns up, you get the death of a king or a prince, and which we've had, haven't we? And epidemics. Okay, there's something going on with the air that they're tampering with, and it's to do with this. They haven't been producing these nanobots all this time for sweet fuck all, you know. I think everything is covered. I think everything is covered in this black goo. I think they can map this place to a level that you could not imagine. I think that the technologies they're using and harnessing against this highest curious life, my brother, is in full motion. And they've tried everything. They have really tried everything, especially with me. I don't know what it's been like for you guys in the last couple of years, but, you know, I've been on the forefront of, you know, some massive awakening movements, and I've a lot on me. And I've been like kicking myself. I'm not going to make it. You know, I'm fucking human at the end of the day. But that's okay, because every day can be a brand new day. And I've learned to reinvent, and I've learned to learn the errors of my ways. And I've learned to say no. Say no. That's the key with me, I think. Witches, they play a role. Yeah, we'll never suffer a witch, guys. Says in the Holy Bible. Just never suffer them. So are we going to fall into darkness? Well, contemporary music is 100% telling us this is the case. And their literature is telling us this is the case. So I'm going to show you some documentation. I'll put a case forward. We'll have a little think about it. I've got a lot in this post. We're going to think about the two suns that went before us. We're going to think that one may have extinguished and become the moon that you witnessed today, the Death Star. Head office for the Truman Show. Got that little window with Tycho crater always illuminated. It's the boss looking down, see how you do it. I'm not even joking. We don't even know. What do we know of our realities, guys? So I think about it. We're just digging up little bits of our past, which is blowing our minds, because it's all been lies. The science priests, they keep rolling out that unbelievable bullshit. I had a conversation the other day on a coach with a really lovely Indian boy, but he was just like, oh, what about the Webb telescope? Isn't it fantastic? The bending of space-time. Like, it's just CGI, man. Can't you get it? And I tried to explain, but they are so in it, you know. I wanted to discuss Einsteinian, you know, gravity with him, and, you know, this apparent, you know, bending of space-time and gravitational lensing experiments, because that used to be one of my specialities back in my glow bed days. So I would have had a good talk to him. Bending truth. So So they've got most of them asleep, a lot of them. But some of them are fighting. I've noticed, I can see it in their eyes. The rest of them are worried, sick. Now they can see everybody. A lot of people are dropping. They can't hide that, guys. You're not going to see in the mainstream, but they are dropping. I don't even know the percentages of what is like, compared to a year ago. But there's a lot of people going. And they tell you in things like, the films, with these superhero films where they are enhancing human beings with injections, the boys, all of these Marvel, the DC, the Thanos glove, and half of the universe gets taken out, reset. They are predictively programming everybody, and now they've been or blown up, apparently, the Georgia Guidestones. They're just tipping you off. To me, okay, alarm bell should have been ringing a long time ago, guys. Alarm bell should have been ringing. We should have organized. We are organized. I'm in I meet with a lot of the people of activism. I get in any way I can to undermine them. Okay? This is my mission in life. Nothing makes me happier than to know that I'm doing that. Okay, truth. So there's a long way to go, I feel, as well. And I do feel that time is winding down, don't you? And we, as a unified peoples, should get it to fucking gather. Okay, there's too much. There's not enough unity. I don't feel there's enough unity. This truther movement is often fragmented. They argue about the stupidest shit, calling one another out because somebody said something that they don't agree with. The next 10 videos will be about that. That's not the help we need. We need to all get together above ego and think, fuck me, this is the day. This is a spiritual battle. We're winning. We've won. We just need to, see them off. Good feelings? Okay, well, we're going to give you a little bit of a shiver on or two. Don't mean to get too creepy in this. I was going to do like ghost stories later because I was watching a vlog earlier, actually, Ray Mudflood, and he was mentioning some very interesting thing about lights going on and off and ghosts actually using electricity. The ghosts in the electricity. That's really interesting. I've been thinking about that. So Boris the Spider, yeah, actually spilt a kind of drink over his head, but I had to wash his hair with well, it's a long story, don't even worry. Gypsy, I welcome a few of you in, and I'm going to get stuck straight into the usage, and we'll take some questions later, and we'll do what we usually do and have a giggle. That's general social media issue. Well, that's what they do, don't they? They they got all of this this constant attack of our senses. To be in the matrix, it must be absolutely hell. They must be in a constant state of fear. And their food, did you know all food is modified? Hiya, Fiona, little wing lovely. All food is modified. All food is tweaked apparently to suit the population, because they are adding water, fattening it up, and most of it's not real because the food is running out, guys. They're not giving us much real food in the supermarkets, which is why they're all full of shit. All loads of packaging, mostly packaging, and inside is something that doesn't actually look that appetizing, and it's probably not even going to taste that yummy unless you cook it, yourself with, natural ingredients, which are getting all too scarce. Creepy crawly, yeah, Mark, may make your skin crawl. Did when I was looking into it. I've got a one book that can't really be ignored. I know it's them giving us the books, and maybe it's all bullshit, but for the same token, they are definitely telling us that what I'm going to present and propose is the case. Now, chicken licking. Have you seen the Disney cartoon or the the Looney Tunes cartoon for the chicken licking? Well, it's brilliant. It's a brilliant cartoon, and it tells you about the control mechanism, social engineering, weather. Who controls the weather? Somebody sending comments. Controls the masses. Well, the weather is doing one, guys, and there's very rarely a natural cloud. As soon as the sun comes out, there chemtrail in. The sun's blocked. So we'll have a look at some of these ideas and see what you think. Artie's on about monkeypox. Yep, that's their new unbelievable bullshit wank that I really couldn't give. I like with the last one. I'm not bothered. I'm not actually bothered. And even if it was real, yeah, I ain't scared of dying, so I wouldn't be bothered either. Just fucking nuts. France, my brother, I've got a bit of a, how goes it? It goes very well, thank you, France. I'm going to show that video that you produced at the end of this show concerning some of the stuff that is actually covering everything in this place, which is not supposed to be happening, really. Mark Lewis, good to see you. Love and kindness is the key. Unconditional love it is. And although I get some right dickheads in my face, really pissing me off, the same token, I think to myself, no, I won't fill you in. I will turn the other cheek and I will walk away. And I try that to practice that, which is the new me. Yeah. Am I enjoying it? Fuck no. I want to fill them in. There's cameras everywhere. What? Man has to be honest with himself, guys. Okay? I'm from Wales and we don't put up with shit. It is a fact. That's why they always send us in each war first. Us, the Irish and the Scottish. You can go over, boys. You're mad as fuck. Aye, all right then. Tommy boy, good to see you, my friend. And Alex, Pushkin Castle. Hi, hello, hello, hello. Kevin, good to see you. Spread the clarity. Bring back accountability. Well, we all got to be accountable for ourselves. At the end of the day, guys, you know, all of us have helped this along. We can undo it as well. You know, this place still has potential in my Brian. I really do think so. We did it all from consent. We didn't know. Okay, we didn't know about common law. We didn't know that we didn't have to consent. We didn't know the scam. We do now. It's heartbreaking when you do find out. But giving you your personal sovereignty back, if that's a thing, is a really good feeling. And it's a sort of unlocking from the matrix within itself, as I'm sure most of you have found who know this information. Hi, Benny. Good to see you. Love life. Live life to the fullest and rock on. You listening to that advice from Benny Riley? It's the best advice. Okay. Maximus Maximus. Yes, Maximus Maximus is my Phoenician name since past. The guide stops are one of the 31st. Yeah, but I can't find them on Google. Everyone's saying there's other guides, George Guidestones. They're everywhere, but I can't find them. Maybe if you could link them up. I don't know. I can't find them to verify if that is a true thing. Just saying. So, Alva Billy, open minds, open doors. Okay, so this is a good time now. Okay, deep end. Open your Brian. Okay, and as somebody says in the Truther community, let truth inside. But not me. The cops closed down Formby Point this week and tried to block visitors because the locals were complaining. Well, you know what I say about that, don't you, Fiona? Fuck the locals. Okay. It's not theirs just because they bought a house there. This is everybody's seaside. Damn. During lockdown, the police actually put black dye in a lake up in Derbyshire because people were visiting it and literally caused an ecological disaster in a lake by dyeing it black. But there's no problem with that whatsoever. That's completely all right. This place is mad. Bandana, good to see you, lovely. Isn't just wiping out the week. It's about wiping out the week. Well, if you have got a compromised immune system and you do eat constant shit food, there's a high possibility if you're on pharmaceutical drugs as well, that you know, you're going to have a miserable time while you're here, and time is very limited. But it is for any one of us anyway. Like you can go anytime, every one of us, any one of us, they can switch us off anytime. Did you know that? But the universe, it likes the players. It's like almost as if I was wondering if God was a chick, you know, God was a woman. I really do feel like God is a woman. And because it's like that loving sort of I love you feminine thing going on in the ether. Yeah. So I was wondering, they want us to do this. The universe is like our cheerleaders. Can you see that? It's good, isn't it? Yeah, the universe is go, go, flat Earth British think tank with them bombs. Go, go. Trust me on that. That's what's really going on. King Snurgle Gerson, good to see you. So yeah, people are saying, Martin, you're far too nuts. You're just bad for the truth movement and shit. But this is somebody that's like not really doing shit off the truth, and I've been in it since get go and done more than most. Do you want to make a bet? And I haven't. No, you can't, can you? Double fuck off. Lutu, good to see you. Tinker, it's my channel. Denise, I like puppets. Look how happy they are. Yeah. You're chilling today, Michael. Good. Okay, let's get into some information because we have a lot to get through, and I need to keep my brain together. There's Ginger, lovely Ginger, and Dallas Fowler. Stee. I don't know what that means. Okay, we're getting ready, Gian. Okay, we're getting ready. In with the juice. So there's going to be a lot in this. Okay, guys, happy Flatterday, double flat thumbs. Could you please make sure to subscribe to all Flat Earth British channels? Come back in the week and like if you did, because I got a couple of people in my comments saying they haven't been able to find me in over a year and it's just sort of showing up again. Apparently, I think that might be them shorts I'd be knocking out, guys. I think I'll carry on with them. The tip off. There's Rich. Oh, there's that. Excuse me. Sorry, Alphabilly. Rich, who is the Magic Tree House. Hi, Rich. Capilocious, have you seen what happens when you write Kappa? Yeah, it turns into a freaking emoji, and I can't get Kappa, which is why I say cabbage, Reese. Rich. Reese. So you make sure to cabbage it from now on. 3 fingers. Tommy, tell the truth. My brother. Ooh, somebody give me $10. Lee Willis. Ooh. That'd be nice. By a tent. First time tuning in live. It's a different feeling. Jose Martinez. I like your name. It's a magical experience that only you can enjoy with the rest of us. Simultaneously, it's like magic. It's actually Flat Firm's magic. Manny, what did I tell you? You can't go round reinventing my shit and saying it's funny. It's not translating. Flat fingers is not a fucking thing. I'm an inventor. Stop it. Wow. I know. It's Flat fucking Firms. Guys, I'm not going to have like... I tell Teespring to reprint all my t-shirts. Shall I to Flat Fingers, which makes no sense and sounds slightly pervy as well. Wouldn't you agree, guys? Nothing goes on with firms, does it? Yeah, no, thanks. I put a lot of thought into this, guys, okay? Get up to scratch clean. Crystal, good to see you. Tracy, Juicage, okay. Let's get on to it. Okay, make sure to subscribe and do. I've been watching, I watched 1 or 2 of them, like YouTube people that talk in YouTube ways. Yeah, and they're all doing the same shit. They're bored in his ass, and it's just crap. I can't even look at it. YouTube's such very limited for what we can watch on YouTube these days. Thank God for the truth of movement, is what I say. Anyway, Comets. Byron, Lord Byron. Very interesting what he wrote, don't you think? I had a dream, which is not a dream at all. The bright sun was extinguished, and the stars did wander darkly in the eternal space, rayless and pathless, and the icy earth swung blind and blackened in the moonless air. Morn came and went and came, and brought no day, and the men forgot their passions in the dread. Oh, this desolation and all hearts were chilled into the selfish prayer for light, and they did not live by watchfires and the thrones. All kings fall, all empires fall. And guess what it's to do with, guys? Well, apparently the sun goes out. Apparently the whole thing gets reset. Heaven, hell, earth, the whole thing gets reset. Lord Byron was really interesting. He wrote Frankenstein. It wasn't Mary Shelley. It was him. And in a reset period of 1912. And that's a really interesting thing because they got high technological stuff in that, haven't they, really? Star thoughts. So let's have a think. Stars. We all photograph stars as flat earthers and comets. Okay. Now I've seen Shoemaker Levy, I've seen Hale-Bopp, and I've seen what they call Haley, but they say they can predict them, and actually it's a bit of a business in spotting these things. Some people have surmised, hang on, is it just a window or a cheek of light up in the firmament, and the light is gushing through? Well, I feel there's water up there, and it'd probably be water gushing through, and we definitely know all about it. What they say they are is impossible, actually. There's a new one just shown up, a new comet, and it's shit out of nowhere. Oh, it blinds. We got a blind spot, and we couldn't see it coming. They just killed any heliocentric thinking when you learn about comets and comets of the past and their actions and movements, which are insane. So we know what they say they are, and we know what they say, these million mile long tails behind them as it goes past the sun. It's a big dirty snowball. It evaporates, and then it swings back round because it's supposed to be doing an ellipsis orbit, etc., etc. In the gravitational well of space-time that has just been proved. It's not funny, guys. It's ridiculous. Stop it. I wish they'd just go away already. But the fact still remains, we've seen them. And I have surmised through the code laid down in our chemical papers and the Melancholia code that the Phoenicians, they lie in wait. And when the time's right, they're quite, bored waiting. But it seems the way that this is done, Shakespeare definitely tells you that's the case. When the comet doth appear, there's also could be other bodies up there. But one thing I don't believe is this. Seeing stars at the speed of light, 186,000 miles per fucking second, hitting you in your retina, all of these vast distances, and the fact that they say that all of this so-called universe is supposed to be speeding up. Oh, we don't know why. And they don't know what it's supposed to be expanding into. So there's nothing up there, is there really? There's just nothing and it's all expanding into it. Well, we don't know. No, you don't know anything because you're making shit up. You've never been to the stars. You can't identify them. They are just lights. And what's more, Polaris mostly sticks in a fixed location, and the rest of the stars spin around us in a circular motion. It's like star trails, okay, which are absolutely beautiful. So I've definitely, what about this? The rip in the sky, okay, the Milky Way. Now, I was at sea for years. Now, the stars move around a lot and stuff. They say the Milky Way is when you look up above your head. And they say that when you look into the horizon, that's everything in deep space or deeper space and not part of the Milky Way area or whatever it's called that we're supposed to be attached to in space thinking. I've never seen it. I've never seen it in this form. I've never seen it in this form in all these years of my life. I have never seen the Milky Way in that form. I've seen a shit ton of stars, but what they look like, well, NASA will show us planets, don't they? I don't recognize the planets as planets. In chemical terms, they definitely have some sort of influence, and in astrological terms, they have an influence over us on this plane. So Mars, cymatic waving patterns that look like they're in the light is traveling through a medium that looks exactly like water. Like if you look into a swimming pool and you've got all the ripples and light comes off it, it looks exactly like that. Neptune, and you find if you've got, I guess in a lot of you've got high power cameras and stuff, guys, and you can pretty much see that for yourself. So comets, we'll have a look at in a minute. I got a Mindblow book. Everything that I will show you is linked in the descriptions box below. Star thoughts, they are definitely on this as well. But what about the geometrics for the humble snowflake? Each one individual, each one struck by the, I guess, in the frequency that it passed through in the ether before it actually formed. It has to be, guys. Otherwise, how would you have individuality in geometric shapes for each snowdrop? But water has memory. We do know that, and that's just beautiful to my mind. The geometry of that. Anyway, sorry to oh, it's my mother there on holiday. Oh, fucking hell. She's got star behind her. So stars. So famous people are called stars, aren't they? Or mega stars or superstars. Yeah. And you can get gangster, cis star, exis star. You got a lot of things with star, the word star on the end. So it's really big, you know, this astrology between the, you know, the powers that should not be and what goes on in the sky. So, as I've said, I've long suspected whatever's going on is to do with the sky, and I feel that this isn't just such a big operation. The whole thing is the whole of humanity, and you know, everyone is definitely scratching their heads. Don't know, guys. It has been a bit of a mystery, especially all that weirdness that just went down with, you know, like it doesn't matter if none of you go and earn any money anymore. We got plenty. So literally, the whole economy just like stops for a year worldwide, and then it's back. And there's more money than ever in fucking Britain, it seems. Everything's all cushy. I don't get it. We got a J007 here. So if you do take the time to, if you do take the time to do some data collecting of comets, so to speak, which we have done in the past, you will find the synchronicity skin crawling. All of these major events that we follow all correspond, like Napoleon's comet, you know, which split off into two, and then there's a comet that goes over New Madrid fault line, which causes earthquakes, and the next thing you've got the biggest natural disaster in American history. Well, whatever it is, the elites, especially the Vatican with Lucifer, which we'll look at later, they are keeping an eye on the skies. Now, catch a falling star and put it in your pocket. Keep it for a rainy day. Do you believe that's what's going on? All of that space shit? It's just freaking ridiculous. I can't even stand to think about it. So, comets anyway. German photograph or illustration of the 1811 comet, which we're going to have a think about and look at in a little while. Some of the great comets, like the 1744 comet. Anyway, so they come through, but they come through split off, which kills heliocentrism. To me, they come in perpendicularly. I think these things are shot in, if you like some sort of technology. I see the whole thing as technology at this stage, guys, and that includes the sun. The sun's turned into an LED light bulb, guys, when it was yellow. We can't ignore these facts, guys. The weirdness is off the radar. And what I'm doing is I'm just going to say stuff that other people don't say. I'll just say it because I'm thinking it. And I don't think that I'm not the only one thinking these things either, guys, if I'm honest with you, especially to do with the black sun and two suns and the rest. Now, Quinky Dink is that a day or so ago, or last week, excuse me. No volume on there. Excuse me. A day or so ago, or last week, as I said, I went on the Globe Light tour, and Dave, man of my friend, brought up comets, and it got me thinking, because he said, you're not going to all get destroyed by a comet. And I was like, well, actually, I bring up in the vlog itself, or the interview itself. Actually, I don't think that's actually a thing. You know, comets definitely are. I've been studying them for 6 years. And then I put all of this together, and it was like, holy shit, maybe this is the time to talk about it. Like, really? I'll show you what I mean. Excuse me. Let's see if it loads this time, because there doesn't seem to be any volume on that. Yeah, well, that's shit. There's no volume on that. Well, what I say is David Mannell says about comets, and I say, well, no, actually, I think they're a thing. And I've been talking about this really intriguing image of Melancholia, an angel, Phoenician, lying in wait with a set square in her hands. Is such a code in this. But what you're waiting for is, first you get the rainbow. Well, they just all had rainbows in their windows during the pandemic. Then next you have a comet. Well, one's going to go through Earth's atmosphere. It's on camera now. We're going to have a look at it in a minute. So all this bat is Melancholia. But you get this code, so it's about spiritual judgment for now. We need to be aligned, I'm not saying that, we need to get personally aligned because we're all going to get killed, guys. Because we don't even know what that means. But a lot of people could. This ball here, you can see it all over antiquity. And it's just like this thing here. You see these balls coming down as well. You see them lodged into mudslides, mud floods. You see them on the beaches of Central America, on the beaches of Nova Zelanda, and all over the world. These weird husky things which look like they might be comets. So there she is. She lies in wait, and there's a number game here, which I've tried to crack. At first I thought, are they dates? You get the egg timer, the bell is a bell, which it ain't no big thing to wait for the bell to ring. It ain't no big thing, the tone of the bell, which is definitely told when the machine starts to do its thing and the reset becomes in full motion. So here's that number game. So maybe some people in the chat feed, there's like 500 odd of you. Welcome to Flat Earth British Think Tank. I'm live on there as well. Hi guys. At first I was thinking, would they all accumulate as different dates? So that, do you add them up? So if any of you good with codes, I think that's going to be significant. And I think it's a code that should be broken. Okay, continue. Then I got to think about the astronomical clock in Prague. I was in Prague only a month or so ago. I never got to see this, but it wasn't far. It's on the town hall, the old town hall. The top bit, really interesting. There's been some unbelievable suggestions put out about what this real mechanism was. This is supposed to be used since the 11th century, sort of suggesting that at one time they were all astronomical clocks. But there's this thing below, which is really, really interesting, this wheel. And it's sort of, well, I guess, resetty, if you like. But it puts into account, apparently, the arrival of comets. And there are other bodies up there that you can find out about. There's the Phoenix, which you got Raku, which swallows the sun. You have Vulcan, which is supposed to be spotted loads of times. There could be other bodies darker up there. And with the eclipses that I've been witnessing, I think that's definitely the case. But if you're thinking like, oh, comets just go over, nothing happens, well, that's not what antiquity tells us, guys. Some of these depictions in the Books of Wonder sort of tells you or shows you that, as you can see, that church spires falling. They cause earthquakes. They cause agitation of EM. They cause volcanoes. And as I will show you, they will cause millions of people to die, which is in the record official. It is in an old document, and I found it, which I'm going to share with you, which cannot be ignored. That does look like actually a chink of light coming through the firmament, doesn't it? Well, they dictate the fall of civilization. I know they do. They tell us, and they look a lot like the jellyfish, don't they? The comets. The comets of the sea, and we got an asteroid field, Perseus or whatever, coming through next month. It's supposed to be a biggie. These came through the atmosphere and were photographed only last year. Freaked a few people out. You remember that one in Russia that exploded? You know what? If a comet did come in and it posed any difficulty, just all you'd have to do is fly a couple of planes into it, remote controlly, with a few thermobaric bombs on it, and blow that fucking thing up. Well, that's what I do anyway on missiles, but planes would be better remotely controlled. If that was to happen, that should be in the protocol. So saith I. Anyway. So they come down. I caught a shooting star in Torquay Christmas before last, and I absolutely buzzed because I hadn't seen one for so long, and it was yellow. It was gone in a second. It was really gone quick, but I was quite excited. So, falling stars, souls. What if the sun was just full of souls, white souls, or just the energy, pure energy of humans, of us, of animals, of all of it, all in the sun? There's no denying that, sort of most people are into the Lucifer realm at the moment, aren't they? They're all playing a part, whether they know it or not. They're complicit, and they're quite happy with it, aren't they? Have you noticed? Devil's in control of the realm, and I think it's down to us to kick some fucking ass, yeah, guys, and chase that devil out of Earth. So saith us. Okay, so yeah, they cause a lot of trouble. When beggars die, there are no comets seen. The heavens themselves blaze forth the death of princes. Okay, and as you can see, they really do affect civilization. This one's come a little bit too close, and it's blown up this building. You've got thunderstorms, you've got all sorts happening. So they do affect things according to the depictions, which we'll share a few of. And they're thought to be bad omens, like weapons in this case, which are always covered with this chem cloud you'll find in these alchemical depictions. You get these clouds all the way around. And I'm like suspecting they've been doing chemtrailing longer than we think. Comet Stearns, but it hasn't got like spray paint on it, identifying like this is Halley's Comet and stuff. Which is supposed to come around every 76 years, I think. I know Mark Twain was born during Halley's Comet. So this is John D. A comet turns up in Shakespeare's time as well. And this is, you know, the firmament and whatever land is there. Not much. There's not much land in here. And they got the names of these Baphbius, Corinthius, of is that two suns, or the moon and the sun? Because they're really, really close, aren't they? Don't know. And this one is from 1650, and it shows you comets in the constellation of whatever that is. Okay, excuse me. Halley's Comet. There you are. British Antarctica Territory. Right. What did they put in there? A little smiley face. Not the Southern Cross, though, I've noticed. And I'm not sure what year this is. I'm guessing 70. Oh, God. 8. Oh, God. I don't know. J578, maybe. Okay, J578. Okay. The sun's gone black. The sun's there, and it's caused because a comet's shown up. And, oh, God, I don't know what this bit is with the dead. Don't fear the Reaper. The animals don't. They might, actually. That gazelle might think, oh, fuck. Might be his last thought before the lion rips his throat out. Look. Yes, I know. We're totally fucked. Yes. So, yeah. Probably best not to worry. And in the past, they've been known to smash up buildings, civilization, and cause death and plague. I think this is just like they're not giant babies. I just think that they're really shit at doing paintings in this period, or not, as the case may be. So the first millennium AD has been covered in this book I'm going to show you, but I'm not going to talk about that because I can't prove it. But there was a rather big event concerning a comet, which, well, they say took out Britain completely. Now, this one I'm going to be looking at, the comet of 1744 as seen in Switzerland, the Great Comet. Note how everything is smashed up. And they say that Halley's Comet is depicted on the Bayeux Tapestry. The Bayeux Tapestry depicts the Norman Conquest, a Battle of Hastings, and Harold with the arrow in the eye saying, oh shit. Well, William the Bastard goes off and does one in Britain, whatever happens. But anyway, it's on there. They've stuck a comet in, but we can't really verify whether the Bayeux Tapestry is a thing. And the Cosmographia by Johannes Hevelin shows you that it's a big deal to actually suss out when this comet's coming, and you're going to get a few shekels, like money, paid to you if you spot one of these. I think the amount of earthquakes that they report in Britain in the past, coupled with these comets, I think there was a time when they were increased. I mean, a lot of them. like 1456. And then I think that they just died off. They were Mark Twain. Yeah, Samuel Langhorne Clement said, I came in with Halley's Comet in 1835. It was coming again next year, and I expect to go out with it. It will be the greatest disappointment of my life if I go without Halley's Comet. Well, that's double bullshit anyway, because it doesn't say on it. It could be any old comet. Fucking Mark Clement, whatever your name is. So yeah, again, it gets so close that it literally illuminates this. So they come really, really close according to the historical narrative, guys. Like proper close, according to the narrative. Right, just whiz through. And what they do bring is cheap labor, because it resets civilization. Everybody gets killed. Anyway, and they go right back. This one's like medieval, but it's like naughty comet. Okay, we're moving on. So this comet book, not comic book, it's fantastic. It's just 1,001 things in it, so I can't go through it all. And I'm not going through the first millennium AD, but I've picked up at 1744, right? Excuse me. Illustrations of atmospheric origin and epidemic disorders. The book suggests that, the reset of civilization, millions of people die of epidemic, and it's all caused through comets, is what this book suggests. And it's, we can't verify it, but it's very persuasive, and it is an official historical document. Okay. So 1743, okay, we'll start from there. A comet shows up on the 30th of December, right? Same year. It was of great size, which is why they call it the Great Comet. Probably the comet, but of 1401, but they don't know that. Comet passed its perennial just after the festival and activity, Christmas. Okay. And then it went and caused an earthquake in Messina in Sicily, lost 46,000 persons by plague. And then the Great Comet in 1744, severe influenza overspread Europe in spring, earthquake in June in New England. And it just goes on. Earthquake destroyed part of Lima. Comet in February, tremendous hurricanes in the West Indies. Comet year in April, cold winter, unhealthy comet. Okay, like the comet that basically like the year of no summer, which comes along in the early 1800s, 1814 mark, which we'll look at. So Vesuvius, it says here, which may be interesting. If you remember that meltology, we talked about Vesuvius, or the lack of it in the past. Look at that, 1767. Epidemic catarrh in Europe. A general disorder amongst horses recorded. So bad breathing for horses. Weird. Vesuvius, the second following that, the Heckler on the earthquake in New England, 1771. Okay. Rotterdam. Let's have a look. Comet year, earthquakes continue. Pestilence destroyed thousands of foxes. What? Yeah. Great snow in America, influenza and measles epidemic, and pestilence of Bohemia. Oh, I just been there. Swept off 168,000 persons. Christ, that must be like half the population of Bohemia, guys. And the same year, 150,000 were lost in a tempest in the river in Canton in China. Hurricanes in the West Indies. Now, this book goes on and on. They blame smallpox, which was raging in Walthamstow, and the plague in Basora and Edinburgh, also affected by an epidemic at the same time as a comet shows up. Eruption of Vesuvius, earthquakes, very severe winter follows. Thermometer lower in Glasgow than ever before recorded. And we just had like the highest temperatures in Britain that ever recorded. So let's move on a bit to the early 1800s, and we're able to see that Napoleon's comet. Just comet, which I could never say. But they started early in the 1800s. In fact, what you find when looking at these books is they never really stopped, and they all cause these breathing difficulties. What just happened in the last 2 years, guys? Phlegmy shit on the chest, fucking COVID-y bollocks with everyone's had, as you know. Well, you don't have me to tell you what's been going on. But this book sort of relates it to atmospherical origin. much catarrh in winter. I used to suffer terrible with catarrh when I was a kid. Bilious epidemic. Oh, how very nasty. Nothing worse than a touch of bilious, that's for sure. Ugh. Comet year 1811. Okay, that's the biggie. That's the last massive resetter, I think. Maybe one a bit later. A very brilliant tail, the largest seen for many years. This comet was visible to accurate observations in 1811, 1812, and then, as we know, New Madrid kicked off. Pestilence in south of Europe, Asia. Another comet is recorded, but it was telescopic. Okay, let's have a move on. So there's not really any denying that comets have played a role in what, according to this book, is the reset of civilization. It goes on and on and on, explaining these comets, their dates, the correlations, the sequence, actually, of what really happens. Now, not looking for blame, but I do really feel that all of this is man-made. I do feel these epidemics, or whatever they are, is still artificial by origin, rather than some natural bug fucking thing, which I don't buy at all. Anyway, so I've presented this one or two times in the past, and it was produced between 1518 and 1561. Can't be that, because this is the comet of 1744 that I just talked about. And what it shows you is some of these crazy comets that came through the place. This is that great comet. Okay, 1744 comet. And they're getting really close, but it just never ceases to amaze me that they've always got this chem cloud in the way. Look at the mud flood outside there. Big city mud. And they always got these town walls, keep the mud off. So chemtrails could have been a thing. This one as well, chem cloud all the way around there. Some of them look nothing like comets. And I got many books which just tell you, that, like this one, the pot, and and what? The S in the pyramid. The Superman S, no less. But yeah, they got bad press. They do, this one's touching the ground here. It's just going that close. According to these books. And I've shown this once or twice years ago, and I've been on about comets for quite some time. But that little discussion the other day sort of prompted me to have a rethink. So these are both chemtrails out the sun and the moon, aren't they? Because they're in like darkness, aren't they? And it's daytime down here. Do you see what I mean? They're chemtrailing. These look mud flooded in there, don't they? Yeah. This one too, chemtrail. Look at that building. What do you think that is, guys, with the circular top? And all of this mud. Come on. It's higher than the bloody wall. Gloopy doopy mud. So yeah, if you want to see this book, it would be linked in the description box below. It is now, and you can take your time. So they're having a prayer because they know they're in deep shit. There's the sun and a chemtrail all the way around, and this what looks like a completely artificial, you could think of it as a spacecraft or a craft that comes from elsewhere, because space is water. So it could be a submarine. Two suns ready to shine just for you. So we had two suns in the past. They chemtrailed tomorrow. Have we got another sun showing now? Has it come from one of our neighbouring ponds? And this ellipsis comes here every so many years, and it's been witnessed by so many people. And I've got loads of film, and I've showed you before that two suns are showing up all over the realm. What if one sun went out or was extinguished, and that is the moon you see today? And the moon, or excuse me, the sun that you see today is not our sun. We are not children of that sun. In the 1800s photographs, the arrivals, they don't know nothing about the seaside. They protect themselves completely from the sun. There's something completely different going on. And it causes these volcanic eruptions, causes seismic activity and resonation of the ground, which could cause liquefaction, which also could cause, as you know, a mud flood, which is liquefaction. In this case, you've got three, I guess you could say, stars or suns. So 3 suns, 2 suns, ready to shine just for you in a mud-flooded world. And this a load of God knows what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all tossing around. How can that be anything from what they call space? I think NASA need to like examine the depictions of the old days and make some sense of them, because it's not making any sense of their heliocentrism. It doesn't fit. It doesn't work. Look at this. These are like Phoenician things. It just screams artificial. It really does. Like they know. Like that one there. It's like, well, what? Like, it's not a dirty great snowball. It's actually a tube that looks like it's got factory milling. And it's in a chem cloud. I bought this one. So I've got an old book, a really interesting book to show you a bit later concerning the moon. But do me a favor, don't go and like spaz me out with moon crater theory, because I'm just not in there. That's just me. You're not yourself out though. Not literally. Mud flooded. I want that one. That looks like a fiery ball. And this one looks like the monolith out of Space Oddity. But it does. It looks like a monolith and it's on fire. It looks nothing like anything what they would usually say comes from space age. So why that you got 3 suns hidden in the chem clouds and one of them is given a laurel leaf of control? Because cheap labor. Everyone gets wiped out. Everything gets reset. And they bring in new populations, and they are survivors, and I guess then they get appointed. Appointed as the new leaders of the realm. Yeah. Well done, you. Yeah. You won. What did I win? Well, you get to be, sorting this shit out. Really? Yeah. Here's a bag of seeds. Oh, thanks so much. What are they? Kush. I love you. I love you too. So that's just my little fantasy. There you are. Chem clouds again. What is that? The bloody such an early period. It's a weird spire. Am I actually here? Good. Please make sure to share this out, guys, if you would. 3 spires. And what's this gatehouse? You don't see them any left in the modern day, do you? What the hell is going on with that? So yeah, that is a highly freakazoid as well. Let's move on a bit. Fiery crosses. Now that was supposed to be witnessed by Constantine the Great. He's seen a fiery cross over a lake, and he's like, "Ho ho 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 ho! That is Jesus Christ Almighty spacecraft." And then he like basically turns most of the world onto Christianity and stuff. The Roman world, that is, which lasted up until the 1800s, or even now. The Holy Roman Empire is not even gone, has it? They're a load of imposters as well, because according to the books I've looked into, they weren't even that important in that period. And the Greeks, it's like, who are the Greeks? They don't even like refer to them. It's like this classical education are just trying to invent and big them up and get it away from the true culprits, which are the Phoenicians, Bonicians, the Phoenix, which we'll look into later, which stinks of being a weapon. I mean the Phoenix, the resetting Phoenix, the bird, the screaming banshee bird that ruins everything. Which is definitely a Phoenician weapon, the Phoenix, like the Fasces. I really do feel. We will be looking into that in a little while. So I'll be, you can get the idea. They're really messed up comets in the past, guys. All of them in chemtrails, all of them bringing disaster. 2 suns all of the time in this period. So how come there's 2 suns? Is one of them gone now? Well, there's 2 bodies up there and there's no moonage. Maybe this is the moonage. You've got 2 moons going on. I don't know. It's all up in the chemtrail anyway. Hidden from the eyes. Bit like what's happening now in the modern day, really. Look at that one. It's a sword. That looks proper artificial. Let me just zoom in on that. It's got scythe on it because it brings death and destruction. All my cows fell ill. What happened? What was that bloody great comet, wasn't it? All right. 3 suns. 3 suns again. Oh, that's just probably the path. Can't imagine it being 4 suns. That would be just weird. And you get sundogs, which you get now really increasing, but that's because of the chemtrails. And they just give you little rainbow patterns where it's reflecting off the domage, which is what basically it is. The light's captured by the electromagnetism from the four angels, and it's collected in a sundog. That's what it is. So, dragons fighting over the Bristol Channel. I wish I could find that, but it looks like it's come out of a portal. Just arrived. So, that could have been a thing. They tell us that in their shitty programs, don't they? Like Game of Thrones and that other one when they kills dragons. There. So we're moving on. Now that's linked up in the description box below this video. So there's a comet at the moment. NASA got a thing watching it. There it is. It's approaching Earth. Oh, should I troll? Not, I didn't say troll. Should I just say the Earth's flat? Yes. Excuse me. I just bit my hand with a candle. That way. Amazing. Amazing stuff. But they blocked me. Anyway. So yeah, there's a comet happening. It's just shit out of nowhere, and it's going to fly by soon, and you'll be able to probably see it with a pair of binoculars. But I'm hoping it's going to be a really good one that we witness. But it's showing you that a thing, they come out of nowhere, and this one's just come out. They've been blindsided. K2, like Doctor Who's dog. C27K2. That's when it's probably discovered. They say, isn't it? Bullshit on toast. So, yeah, Earth is flat. What are you saying? What are you saying, bitches? Earth's flat. Yeah, come on. Let's go see if I get trolled again. Earth is not flat, says John. Earth is. You spaz. Ugh. Anyway, I shouldn't be like that. I was once dozy as well. Earth's a cube. Are you an adult, Lemon? You lemon. You're well named. Anyway, a bit of online. What? The fuck your head up? Earth is a sphere, bro. Flat thumbs, yeah, man. Flat thumbs. I say flat thumbs also. Old me. I love it. Anyway, that'll give him something to think about. So yeah, we have photographed and got many films of two bodies up there rather than comets, like secondary suns. Not all of them are lens flare, guys. Not all of them are lens flare. Like I said, Rahu, Ketu, Vulcan, and other planetary bodies, to want for a better word, dark bodies that could be well up there, guys. Could be well up. We don't know what's up there. This is a lens flare. This is one I took myself, and you can see a lens flare. It just hooks off to one side or the other. This is what I just talked about with the sundogs. You know, you can see the light is captured here, 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 and here, where the electromagnetism, the four angels, condenses and brings it all together. It shows you the dome. It shows you the electromagnetic mechanism for this place, guys, is what Sundog showed you, which is sweet as you. I was going to swear, but as I'm not going to do any swearing in this vlog, decided. So there's a body there. I don't know if it's the sun with a ring around it. I don't know what it is, but it definitely caused all of this stuff to fall in the past. So yeah, overwhelming, isn't it? And the sun going black. 1520. Looks like they got a rocket going off there from the church, maybe to try and take it out. But it must have gone black then. It's part of this reset thing. What saith you, guys? What saith you? There is some evidence. What about these things here? Who even knows? They look like them balls. They look artificial and they look like some sort of tech. Just because they're outside of our understanding, because we haven't got that tech, because we're not that advanced, doesn't mean to say these things don't exist. I think there is advanced technology, which you would think, oh, that's magic. No, it's not magic. It's advanced technology. 3 suns ready to shine just for you. And look at this. The chemtrails again. It's always with the chems blocking the moon, blocking the sun. And then you get brimstone and fire. Everyone's hunkered down in caves, look, literally shit in their beds, and the rest of civilization is smashed. Any mistake? Again, you get like freaky stuff. Like, I'm not sure about these. I've seen them all over alchemical depictions, like discs. I think they're just dropped, maybe, or maybe not. Dome, chemtrails again, and the church going up in flames. Ooh, I can't read that date. It's too much for my brain. So, standing stones, and that was in Brazil. That was actually a year ago. We have nice subjective experience of sun, I guess, and moon. I don't know if that's two suns. It's two suns, sure. That does not look lens flary. It's not got that elliptical thing around it. Two suns. And look how close the sun and the moon are here, guys. So, yeah, the moon. We'll talk about the moon a little bit. Now, in my experience, guys, and I've been around quite a while, as I said, I can't remember the moon doing all this weird stuff it's doing now. Like the other night, I seen the moon rise, and it was literally like a really deep red color. Years ago, they used to say, see the sun dog behind my head? Years ago, they used to say, oh, we're going to have a pinky moon, or we're going to have a harvest moon, and everybody in the street would be out with their binoculars. It would be a big deal. Now, it's every single freaking day. It's a massive red moon, or a massive pink moon, or a weird moon, or... So I've mentioned the sky falling down, haven't I? Okay. Chicken licking, the sky's falling in. Why do I say that? Well, the sky looks a lot closer. It really does look a lot closer. And they say everybody's been akin to altitude sickness, haven't they? You know, I mean, before they injected them all with AIDS, they seem to have had altitude sickness, which would suggest that we could be going up, or the sky could be coming down, causing some sort of compression. Under pressure coming down on me. And look at that rocket. It looks like to go through a medium which looks exactly like water. Sun looks like it's inverted rather than coming out, like concave. It looks going in, and it looks like it's just a hole. It looks like a portal. Look at it, guys. It looks like it's going in. Do you see what I mean? Rather than out. It's a really unusual phenomenon in my eyes. Again, sundog possibly, but two suns. Another sun reflected. Is it there, or just a reflection because of atmospheric conditions? But yeah, so the moon's doing weird shit. I've never seen it done before. It's always bigger than I can ever remember. The sunsets have been fantastic, better than I ever remember. The sun's looking weird. It's not yellow anymore. It's like a white LED bulb. And it looks a lot bigger than I remember. Also, I seem to remember like days like sort of just lasting forever, and they just seem to be whizzing by. So time seems to have lost its grip, and it's no longer relevant. So I tell you who else got a stiffy for comets and stuff in the sky. It's them twisted fucks, the devil worshippers, you know, Satan's own, at the Vatican. They've got a telescope, and it's named Lucifer. Okay, there it is. They've got a couple, actually. And they're looking at the sky. So what is the Vatican looking for? They're looking for UFOs. Well, no, because all of that's their tech, isn't it? I'm not saying I haven't seen UFOs. I've seen one size of Wembley Stadium, but it disappeared into a split in the sky, and the thing was a quarter of a mile across. Like, I could have thrown a stone at it. Okay, guys? So they're looking for something, aren't they? I would say they're looking for, keep an eye on comets, is what I would say that they're doing, or other strange shit that is shot across from other lands, which they got no control of, is what I think. Vatican named Lucifer? No, never. You're not devil worshippers, are you? No, not us, really. We're not. Fucking liars. So yeah, as I said, there was an industry in spotting comets in 1600. You can see one example here on an old French engraving. So somebody suggested to me, I think it was Lee, that engravings are actually vibrational frequency sigils of the experience, which I find incredibly interesting. I don't know how they could actually physically do that, but the world is supernatural and anything's possible. So he got a dunce's hat on, hasn't he? Standing on a chair. He's like, I be naughty. I mentioned the 1798 comet. She's crying. Look, I know we're dead. He's got dunce's hat on. He's got to stand on a chair because he's been stupid. Down a lion pub. I'm off. See you later. Well, what about Nancy? Taking her with you? No, you can have her, mate. Better off alone in this occasion. See? History reveals itself. And they had like strange ideas for the constellation. Some of the data can't get around my head around, but they don't use like the Taurus and what have you in these alchemical comet, excuse me, books. They give you the comet's course, and for some reason, a chained lady. I don't know why that's always a thing with the Phoenicians. But this is a good book. It's linked below, and you can see loads of comets going one way, the other way, and the other way, which doesn't really jive with heliocentrism because I think they're supposed to be orbiting and going round their ellipsis around the sun, etc. Bollocks. When they split off and go in two different directions when they land or they go, because they hit as well, guys. They hit. They say that Tunguska event, 1911. I don't trust that. I think it's a psyop. I tell you for why, because no one got there till 25 years after the occasion, and it's one of the most remotest places on Earth. I don't know. I'm not buying that, really. So, contemporary music. I'm going to have a little break in a minute, guys, because I'm so thirsty. How many of you watching? 585 of you on my Lika channel. Right. Could you please share my video out and like if you did like or will like, because there's a long way to go, because this is Flatterday, Flat Fun's magic time. Okay, bringing a love of good vibration into your world. Yeah? Black Sabbath. Now, not that I'm saying Black Sabbath actually determine anything and then they get it right, but they do get their lyrics from, I'm not buying that Black Sabbath know all of this shit. So they're giving their lyrics by the Tavistock Institute. Now, think of Lost at Sea, Capsized, think of Upside Down, think of the Phoenicians, think of them hiding in some place, think of why we never see them, and all of the story of Reset, and everything is in this song, including the Black Sabbath. Anyway, in the misty morning, on the edge of time, we lost the rising sun, the final sign. As the mighty morning rolls away to die, reaching for the stars, we bind the sky. Chemtrails. We sailed across the air before we learned to fly, because it's water. And thought that it would never end. Well, people here think that as well, don't they? We glide above the ground before we learn to run. So they had electromagnetic and maglev technology, did they? To be able to float before they learn to run. Now it seems the world has come undone. Oh, they say that it's over. And it just had to be. Oh, they say it's over. We are lost children of the sea. Now, we made the mountains shake with laughter as we played, hiding in our corner of the world. That sounds comedy to me. And then they did the demon dance and rushed to nevermore, threw away the key and locked the door. Oh. Did they now? Well, I guess we need to find that key, don't we? And the key is a musical note, isn't it? We find that pitch. We're free. Where are you? I'm not buying it, what they say, guys. I'm just not buying it. And we are going to free everybody and reverse what's happened to them. Wouldn't that be beautiful? Yeah, if you think the power of God can do that, make them pure again and make them not affected anymore. Oh, I think the power of reality can do that. I think the power of us can do that. Is what I think. Yeah. Oh, they say that it's over. Anyway, in the misty morning, the edge of time. Now let's get to this bit. Yeah. Okay. Look out, the sky is falling down. Look out, the world is spinning round and round. Well, it's not. Look out, the sun is going black and it's never, never coming back. Look out. So yeah, the Tavistock definitely want to tell us that everything I've just proposed is definitely a thing. And that's not the only song. Check out Jack White over and over. That track tells you everything that track just did. And there's many, many, many more like it. I'll tell you someone else who was believing all of this. I'm thinking it was all a thing. Was Chicken Farmer. Chicken licking. Got to be a code, guys. Got to be. Chicken Farmer. Heinrich Himmler. So Himmler had a castle. Okay. Wilsdelburg Castle, which is part of a PC grid, as we're going to see in a minute. So there he is, one of the most powerfulest man in the Reich, apparently into the occult. Okay. So what he does do, okay, is he sets up in this castle Knights of the Round Table, and in the middle is the black sun with this, I guess it's like a swastika, and it goes over and over and over again. But anyway, had these like sections for knights, his knights, to stand in. Now they got bean bags. It sort of kills the atmosphere, doesn't it, really, guys? There's a book, but it's actually a book there, The Black Sun Unveiled. I bet that's interesting. Black Sun Revisited. There's a few. Quest for Antarctica. Interesting. So yeah, you can visit this, but what's really interesting about this castle where he's into his vril and Rosicrucianism and whatever they're into, I'm not really caring. But I thought this was interesting, this link. They give you an overhead view of the castle itself, Himmler's imagined castle, New Camelot, and even install the Arthurian legend round table for 12 of his SS officers. So he's like reenacting Arthurian legend as well, guys, because they know something about Arthur slash Jesus slash Buddha slash Krishna slash the same personification, the same entity, the same soul, the same spark, the seed. There it is. So yeah, you had some weird shit going down. The symbol of the black sun itself is inlaid in the floor of the hall of supreme leaders. Sicher. So you can go visit the day and sit on a beanbag, which sort of kills it. Anyway, just saying, Himmler definitely knew it was a thing. So I'm going to leave you with some music for 2 seconds. I need to go out of the room. I'm going to come back. This is a video. Let me just see what's happening. Oh, you're little Rich. You're live when I am. Oh, that's ages ago. So let's have a look. Hidden past the pond. I think there's music with this. Give me a second. Okay. 2 seconds. I will be straight back. Okay. Enjoy. Okay, if you are enjoying them, 30 minutes of them. I've got loads and loads of videos like this out there, guys. This is on the Martin Leaker's Nectar channel. I'll put maybe a bit on later. Let's move on. So the Phoenix stinks like a weapon, like the Fabergé's weapon that I've been talking about for years, doesn't it? We've been looking into the Phoenix and the significance of this bird. Screams like the Japanese banshee bird. It's an immortal bird associated with Greek mythology, so they say. Okay, and it regenerates and is otherwise reborn. It rises from the ashes, but it sounds like a weapon. So what are the powers of the Phoenix? Well, the Phoenix was a powerful being that appeared human. It possessed the ability to incinerate things through touch and was immune to conventional methods of killing. Sounds like Rasputin. Though the Phoenix could technically die, it would restruct soon after being killed. So you kill it and it restruct again. Fuck me, what are we talking about here? Upon death, the Phoenix would combust and form a pile of ashes. Have you heard of anything like that? So somebody who can like torch you, like Homelander, for example. Sounds very Homelandery, doesn't it? So is the Phoenix evil? Oh, the Phoenix was the light and life of the universe. The Dark Phoenix represent power of destruction. The Phoenix became Dark Phoenix due to allowing human emotions to cloud its judgment. In this state, Phoenix was strongest, but only an evil entity would thirst for the power of destruction. What? You blaming us? Yeah, all right. I don't blame you. Okay, that might have been our fault. Okay, because we are the manifestors of this reality. That could have been us. So yeah, can you fuck up a Phoenix? Yes. Iron bar. Weaknesses? Iron bar. Okay. So if you do get any problems with somebody like your ex-wife or something, or somebody, your grandmother that you suspect might be a Phoenix and about to do that Homelander thing on you with laser eyes, then it's with an iron bar. No, don't do that, because that would be stupid and dangerous. This is a good book, right, guys? I will link to you. Really early on, somebody's made the effort to catch the moon. Look at that. So I wonder if it's changed much since 1711, 1787. So we got the waxing and waning caught under his pencil. Okay. See, the retrograde of the moon is always a weird question, but I still think that it's each person has its own moon and sun. Every day is a new sun. Every new moon is a new moon, like literally a new moon. So where does it disappear to all that time anyway, guys? The moon, when it goes away from your moon. Anybody? No, you don't know, do you? Because nobody knows, do they? So it's just it comes back new. So that's linked below. Thought that was pretty cool. And this book's really funky. I'm not going to read much of it. I was reading a bit last night. It was really good. It had Mercury in it and what they learned and their understanding of air. Because it is a complicated science. They're only words for what they say is in air. They tell us it's oxygen, but really it's prominently nitrogen. So they say there's gases that we breathe. Okay. But that's just words, isn't it? For like words for this gas, nitrogen, words. It's just words. So they don't really know too much, apparently, according to this book, about the qualities of air. Interesting, if you are a flat earther, chapter or page 9 talks about ether properties, which is definitely a thing. 1692 in this book, okay? The General History of Air, which is fantastic. A fantastic book. Look at that, J704. Interesting. Monmouth, that's in Wales. Pontypool, that's not far from me. 20 miles up the road. So let me just show you what's in it. So on page 9, he talks about oh no, where is it? Oh, there, page 3. So straight away they get into the ether in the atmosphere, of the springy particles in the air, and spring of the air. Now, springy particles. I want to talk about springy particles because when I show you a video at the end of this vlog that has been made special for us by Franz, who's in chat right now, it's talking about particles that are in the air. I mean, everywhere. And what are they? Magnetic particles. Here in this book, page 5, of magnetical particles in the air. Oh, well, that would interact wonderful with our apparent electrons, and all is electric. Is the devil electric? Is evil electric? Are ghosts electric? Well, according to the 1700 Deuve, the quality of light, that is heat in motion regarded as electricity that we see, is called Deuve because they think it is God. It is pure, it is white. You can't touch it, it kills you. This stuff got to be God. What is it? It's biodirectional. We all got it in our house. Everything is electric. Our friends are electric. We are electric. The universe is electric. But yet, we don't know what it is. The destruction of a generation. Okay, which is really, really good, isn't it? For page 6. Ingredients of the air. Aqueous particles in the air. Okay, and the moisture in the air because the air is in fact water. Okay, birds, fish, clouds, mists, and fogs. Well, fogs are definitely to be avoided if you've seen any horror films by Stephen King. Mists, miasma, and clouds. Well, they can just appear out of nowhere and disappear into nowhere, proving that water is ever prevalent and locked in the air and can release on massive scales. Terrestrial steam streams in the air, so that would be jet streams. Salts in the air. Somebody was saying about conductivity of water, which is not really that good, actually. Piss poor. It's the particles or the pollutants in water that will carry a charge. Pure water itself will do a piss poor job, if all. The sulfur and inflammable particles of air and lightning and its effects. That is really interesting. Celestial influences of effluences in the air, the height of the atmosphere. So I was on a bus the other day with a guy, as I said, this Indian chap sat next to him. Awfully nice. He was just going to graduate the next day, very smart, and he was quite proud about the stuff that he'd learned. And I hit him up with, well, actually, they say the moon's inside Earth's atmosphere these days. And he's like, no, they don't. I was like, Google it. So he's Googled it, and he's literally, his mouth hit the floor. He's like, what? So yeah, they changed it. Why'd they change it? Well, they had to, didn't they? And I just explained to him, I'm trying to flat smack him. The guy was so far into it that it's like the words I was saying were really alarming to him. But I told him I was an author and stuff, and I told him that usually when I say stuff like that, people think I'm lying. He said, "Yeah, funny. That's what I thought. You thought I was lying until I showed them basically all my shit." He's like, "You're not lying." I was like, "No, I'm fucking do all this for my living. I'm let me explain it to you." So yeah, totally nice guy, totally like willing to listen, but very proud of what he'd learned, even though he didn't know. He's not up to date like us truthers. So let me come back for a second before I share any more images. We're going to go JC in a minute. Don't know why. I was thinking about Samaritans, been doing Samaritan stuff for myself. Would you go like if a guy went past with a cross and he was going to get nailed up, like for, I don't know, because everyone says, oh, he thinks he's king, nail him up. Would you help? I would. Would you help? I would. As long as he didn't fuck off and leave me with a cross, I would definitely help. I would do Good Samaritan stuff. Yeah. I feel compelled to do more Good Samaritan stuff. It was like what I was put here for, actually, is to do stuff like that. We'll have a look at that in a minute. So let me give you a few of you shouts. What's going on? So I've talked about all these subjects in both my books. See that? Holy Grail of the Great Reset and the Holy Grail of our flat Earth, our history, our flat Earth. We're taking it all back because they can't be trusted with it. Okay, they need us to sort it all out. I'm adamant that this is the way it's going. Is that we get to sort this shit out. This place becomes ours, and we become the inheritors. It's my firm belief, guys. Don't believe it? No, there's no aliens, free pest. They could be interdimensional beings, because I have witnessed like goblins, which look like alien greys, and other stuff. So I'm not saying there's not. And when, you know, if you have DMT experiences, like sort of alien-y shit going on there too. So I'm thinking it's more interdimensional, but I'm not saying they're not a thing. I can't. An extraterrestrial means extra land. If you watch the Next Level movie that I'm in, and you find it on my channel, I state that. And the movie did really well. The movie did really well. We're having a new one next year with Tataria in it. Guess who's in there? Yours truly. John Smith. I believe in karma. What goes wrong goes wrong. I'm a firm believer. I had a discussion with a lady the other day concerning reincarnation. She thought it wasn't a thing, and I asked her to explain to her about karmic connections. And I said that I think that even if it's not the same person or even the same animal, the soul you will recognize. And I think karmically we will always be connected, and lifetime after lifetime we will always be brought back together again until released. Because I explained to her I thought that this was a test. I said to get it right, otherwise we've got a Groundhog Day, keep coming back, keep coming back, keep coming back. It might be individually that we got to do that, and the rest of us get released, you know, raptured or something like that, along them lines. I really do think this awakening is, although we do share it and we talk about it together because we all got the same experience, I really do think that it's our own personal spiritual enlightenment as part of the process for what is to come. Personally, what we have to face is what I think. So, going on now. Bookage, Skull Asylum. So yeah, you can get them books if you're interested. Loads of people have. I want to see everyone in the world wearing a flat. Yeah, remember I'll relax and all that. Yeah, I want to see flat thumbs everywhere. Yeah, but all of that other salutey shit is rubbish. Flat thumbs is where it's at. Not flat fingers, man. Eh? Yeah, stop all that already. Okay, good to see you, lovely. What? Dragon Sage? I thought I was British, isn't it? Good to see you, Artie. So there'll be nothing rude or bad in this, okay? Although you could get the wrong idea about what's going on behind me by the look on Hank's face and the alarming look on Chomsky's face. Hi, Rich. Good to see you. Isabel, good to see you. Thank you for... So I have got a... membership thing going on. Membership ting. Which you can all join. You get like to be my special friend or whatever it means. You get better stuff anyway. You get badges and shit. And I'm going to introduce more stuff to you all as I go. I'm just learning about it myself. Okay. It would be brilliant help for my survival mechanism, which is hopefully going to improve one day soon. I don't know diddly squat, nor me, Michael. We just look at stuff, you know, treat it like a court case. We can make a decision, yay or nay. I really do think that they're telling us that the comet is a big part of the reset of civilization. And we've had the pandemic, and we've had the rumors of war, and we've had all the other strange bullshit. All we need, as I've said all along, is the arrival of a comet to complete it. Binary, good to see you. Chase. Bandana. Right, let me have a little drink and we're going to get into some more info, because otherwise this would be like a 20-hour vlog, and that will not do. James, good to see you. Not a crater. We are inside of a sphere. Well, I don't really care. Knock yourself out what you think about all that. But first, you've got to start with proving that the moon is actually a physical object to me, and then we'll go from there. Because otherwise it's all void, isn't it? I don't suspect that anything's landing on the moon. Doesn't look like it's physical to me. And that's just me. Calvin, good to see you. Glenn Sketches, where you been? Whack whack. Dragon Sage, 2 hats. Are you wearing 2 hats? Intentions, influence, water. No wonder we're incredibly manipulated. No shit. But look at the word C-O-M, like commitment. So that's commit and meant. So that's commit mind. Commitment is commit mind. That's what the word says. And just like trying to pulp out all these words like compromise and just go through them, guys, because they all seem to be a clue. And I don't know what the significance of the COM actually is in the Phoenician paradigm. Obviously, I'm not going to believe their etymology. We can do that shit for ourselves. Finding more are willing to listen. Yeah, Joe, I am. I noticed that in Cardiff, flat smacking the other day. I had some really good response. Really, one woman who worked in the library, and she was like, "It's killing me in there. They're all fast asleep, and it's doing my head in." I really felt sorry for her. It's like, oh no, I know what that's like. Ginger, what are you saying? Show me your shit, Martin. Show me your shit, Martin. Creator, don't worry about Dragon. Don't even look. Next thing you know, people start believing stuff, and we get away from the truth. It's like an elastic band, We need to spring back to that truth button. And there's a lot of stuff put out there on the YouTube, guys, to discombobulate and confuse you all, as always. Same as that. Nothing that's happening with the flat Earth movement, the mud flood movement, hasn't happened, and I haven't witnessed before with the flat Earth movement. Same thing. They shit out of nowhere, and they're always fucking trouble. Don't trust any of them. We're on guard, and we police ourselves. We can't trust anyone else. Right, peace and love. Let's get on with a bit JC. Okay. Now, somebody said that JC was an analogy for the movement of the sun. 25th disappears, come back, blah blah blah. Don't know, but he is carrying a cross. Don't know if that designates the Southern Cross, but what you do get is that crazy mud-flooded civilization. The Romans look like they're from the medieval period. And like the Samaritans, like, yeah, I'll give you a hand, mate. And they're going up to get basically legs broke, because that's how Jesus was supposed to have died, was by asphyxiation. Because if you break someone's legs and put them over there and raise their arms up, you can't draw breath. And there's a high possibility, because it was really low possibility of dying of crucifixion. It was just like a hideous torture. If you survive the night, you let you down. But if people come and help you with water and stuff, you're going to last a lot longer. But according to the Romans, they didn't dish out crucifixion hardly ever, except for subversion and terrorism, etc. But hardly ever. It was not as much as they, well, that's what I've read anyway. So yeah, poor old Jesus got fucking nailed up, didn't he? What was that all about? But it could be just, an analogy for space stuff. Anyway. Oh, look at you. I've seen this. So a Fabergé egg has been discovered on a yacht of a Russian tycoon. Okay. Let's have a look if they got any pictures of that. Oh, excuse me. Which I thought was really interesting because, before I was thinking if I went pirate, yeah, could like literally get a Fabergé egg. I don't want it for the welfare or anything because I don't really care about that. And you wouldn't be able to flog it on anyway. But I thought it'd be really funky, thing as a pirate to get. Because, what am I going to go for? Pieces of 8. Yeah. Marlborough. No, man. If I go for pirate, I'm going to get a Fabergé egg, guys. Yeah. We'll have a look at some examples of Fabergé eggs on pictures of the day a little bit later. So, yeah, they found one, they say, as I said, on an oligarch's thing. I don't know if he's got one. They've been saying, how many years they've been saying that? Oh, we found a Fabergé egg. But imagine finding one in a charity shop. Yeah. So, oh, look at that. It looks just like a Fabergé egg. There you are. Suspected Fabergé egg found on Russian. I don't think a Russian super yacht like that's going to have a imitation Fabergé egg, do you? Nice yacht though, innit? Look at that. Look at all the radar stuff. What's he doing with all that radar stuff? Anyway, Fabergé. Give him back. Give him back to the Russians. Right, let's have some images of the day, shall we? So I was discussing the other day with me and my son. We think cod pieces should come back. Because all women now have got these skin-tight trousers on, which, like, to be honest with you guys, leaves nothing to the imagination, like, at all. It's like, it's just killed it. He's killed it. Okay? So we're going to kill it back. Yeah? Although, obviously, that would not be comfortable. I don't think that would be comfortable. That looks like a little bit like a baseball mitt. Yeah. And I don't know whether any of you have held your knob with a baseball mitt. I haven't. Have you? But I think they feel like that. So yeah, ladies, knock yourself out. We're gonna reintroduce cod pieces. Okay, you'll be able to like kill your like mystery as well. Okay. Oh, I wonder what he's got. Well, I already know what you got, love. Oh, I've left the wedding ring. Yeah, let me find the wedding ring, love. I gotta get back to the wife. So sometimes in Greece, a man leaves his car keys in places as well. But in this case, he's left his wedding ring behind. Do you see this? Speaker of the Muppets. So they were building robots in the past. I've seen loads of examples of robots, but this is Beaker. Do you know Beaker's a scientist? He's the only orange puppet in the Muppets. Did you know that? 33. And what's the thing about oranges anyway, guys? William of Orange, 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 orange. It's a word. Name me something now in chat that rhymes with orange. And don't say sporange, because that's stupid. Orange. Go on. Rhymes with orange. Winner. Guess something. Michael Jackson's good. Isn't he? I like Michael Jackson. I don't think he was a pedo at all. I mean, because he's like they say he is. In fact, I'm gonna relook at the Gary Glitter case. I'm not sure if Gary Glitter was a nonce, because what I heard off my friend Debs was he was a truther, and then they slammed the book at him and said he was a pedo. So maybe that's the thing. Maybe they just say, like, when you get all like truthy, like he did, history's a lie, like that. He's got dog egg kings. Like we know that they're dog egg kings. And look at this, guys. This is like an emperor one, and he's literally, yeah, doing the Baphomet. In that weird throne thing going on. The pirates, Phoenicians. Okay. And then you've got the entrance to what looks like an industrial landscape, the inner workings of this place, which I think is the case. Oh, and he's got a bit of Hieronymus Bosch, that couple, when he's basically he's feeling a boob in a bubble. But that comes from Hieronymus Bosch in like the medieval period. Okay, we got one purple queen, and she's a bird. Bird, 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 bird. And she's got, can you see what's inside? Clockwork. Clockwork. There's a boy's head there. That's weird. So yeah, the queen is in purple. She's got a scepter, and she's got an orb, and she's got a crown, and she's in that weird somatic chair thing with a load of Cheribanowskis. But she's a bird. Bird, bird, bird. White elephants, very, very revered in Southeast Asia as holy. And through that door, you can join the Freemasons. Elsie and I. Through this door, you could be a pirate. Which one? Which one? Through there, industrial, dangerous shit. And in the middle, he's got like literally the Russian star. Because Russia took over early on, pretended the Cold War was real. Ha! I'm gonna fuck you up. This is a god who's got snakes on his back, a bit like the one of Spider-Man, Oculus. But look, he eats insides of people. Yeah, look at all that gold going on, though, guys. So yeah, gold's definitely interesting. Looked into that in my first book. Talked about electrum, monatomic gold, etc. Properties of gold. Oh, he's got a nice little dress, hasn't he? Oh, nice little pair of ankle boots too. So yeah, apparently you wore like a little dress there. He's got eagle, wings open, active charge. Civilization still seems to be a thing. There's a man in a dress milking a cow. How do I know he's a man? He's got a beard and a red dress on. Right, that's weird. Okay. I think people might be dying over there. I don't know. Temp. Right. This one's really in the shit. Look at the civilization. Now you got skull and crossbones all over the walls. I got the pirates, 33, 233, skull and crossbones stuff. And this one's, I mean, hands stuck down his mouth by a dark angel. Jupiter's got one of those balls as well that I mentioned earlier. The ever-present eagle with wings open because it's active charge. And what has he got? One of those balls with lightning. technology, Bashay's technology, Jupiter got it all. These are all over the place, aren't they? Not exactly bunko booths, guys, but they have got antiquitech on them. You find them all over. Some of them are like follies, but you get them in the middle of parks, in fields. They're attributed to being Victorian, and they just got nothing in them, apparently. What's underneath them? You stand under there sometime in the past and get invigorated by orgone energy in the times past, like this one, medieval Times Square. Same sort of thing. Church entrance, goes nowhere. All over antiquity. What are they? You can imagine this one. It looks like half of it's missing, though, and smashed up. But these circular colonnades, you know, these things we know vibrate and resonate, like horseshoe magnet maybe. But I reckon you could go in these things and find some sort of health benefit, maybe. You see? Beaton Memorial Fountain. Beautiful fountain. But again, one of these crazy antiquitech devices over there. Got to be orgone technology. It's got to be restructuring the water. Schauberger type of affair. It's got to be doing something like that with it. All over antiquity. Just random. Over water features. That's not going to protect you from the rain, is it? If it is antiquitech. See what I mean? So you could get that juicy water, which was special water back then, as you know. Feeling fantastic about things and get invigorated by the orgone technology above your head. Has to be. And you got some designs for them, yeah. Fountains, but with all of this wrought iron decoration. And I've seen some beautiful ones on the continent, and I've seen some really good ones in Britain, actually. Even in my local park, there's a Victoria Park, which looks like a lesser one of these. But again, antiquitech. Something really big going on with the water in the past. Right, let's have a look through antiquity. Let's see what's happening on the streets 100 years ago. Well, it seems there may have been a ticker tape parade, I don't know, but it's like a shitload of rubbish in the street. She got her mouth open like, what? That man's got a camera? You better run, man. We haven't seen one around here in many years. Sunlight soap, okay. Soap made of sunlight. 6,000 beds. Shit. So what's all this rags and that everyone's buying at the shop and they've dragged out? Where's the owners for this stuff? Shh. Shut up. What? Where's the owners? I only asked. Where's the people that the clothes belong to? Or is it just like you got a load of shit clothes? I don't know. Sweeney Todd got busy, didn't he? So here's the London Underground being built. Look at this. It's got this old masonette here. Okay, and they've dug down to the underground. Get that. Got a wall here. Wall there. So that's way below ground level. Wall there. I don't know. Wall there. How far is that? Below ground level. So I reckon a lot of this stuff, you know, was there already and they just dug the mud out. This infrastructure, these domed windows here and here and here, just screams that older world. So knights in white satin. Yeah, in this case, knights having electromagnetic battles. Now, in sword fencing, right, guys, you've got to think like, on guard. Yeah. So you take your posture, and in the modern day fencing, you've got a little sensor on the end of your sword. And if you touch the opponent, say on his chest, it beeps because it picks it up electromagnetically, right? So even in modern day fencing, they're still sort of telling you they're using electromagnetics or electric. And in this case, what? The sunlight does what? Because this looks roboty. And then it bounces off and he's blinded, oh my eyes, off of your shiny armor. Whatever. So here's some indigenous peoples in somewhere. Looks like Asia. Yes. And what is their frame of reference? Who did they spot to make these costumes? Was it giants? Giants with funny anteater. No, not anteater. Stick insect. Praying mantis, that's it. That's what I was thinking of. Praying mantis heads, haven't they? Maybe it's just a big praying mantis. They're weird. What about the Dogon? They're weird, aren't they? Yeah. Are you getting a signal, Reg? No, fuck all. Oh, come on. The World Cup's on at 7 o'clock. I'm trying. Is that what they're doing? Have they got antennas on their heads? These look like tuning forks, don't they? So one can only wonder what they're up to, but definitely this one looks like a modern day 5G mast. Just saying. So this guy, he's in his greenies. Okay. Smuggling budgies. He's got a totem on his head. Not a scrotum on his head, thank God, but a totem. And what's he thinking? This is like some crazy demon guy going, yow, isn't it? That's a good one. I like that one. Okay. So here's a Phoenician lady in a long, long red dress. She's got literally in a house, yeah, a tree with mud. But you would on your chaise-longue, wouldn't you? So yeah, they're always combing their hair, and they're always like really, really vain in this period. Some things don't change. She's looking in the mirror. Yeah, I don't think that's looking at her, because the one that's looking back at her hasn't got blonde hair, has it? So it's either the artist is really shit and he didn't bother, the continuity error, or she's talking to someone Skyping while she's combing her hair. Hang on. If she's doing her hair, what's she going to do with the mallet? I know. We look into. I overthink things. I really do overthink things. There's another one, yeah. So, is it me or is she turning that button and holding this like viewer with a crazy headpiece on, which could probably got headphones in, by the way? I know. Tokyo. Look at these. Oh my God, Harold. Ooh, that ugly couple in that shop in the picture. Shut up. That's us. What? It's a mirror. And why, pray tell, are they always convexed in the Renaissance period? It's all about the money. Money makes the world go around. That's the whole point, though, isn't it? It doesn't. Yeah. This one looks like a portal. This guy's looking out of his window. He's got beautiful stained glass window. But he looks a bit lamenty or mementi, whatever it is. Oh, a good old Van Eyck. Let's have a look. We love Van Eyck. And he's got this couple. She's pregnant, and all of this reflection in the mirror. Again, that same mirror. It's got rosemary beads, a thing for getting mosquitoes off, and a genius artist apparently caught the light, which changes from second to second, which screams that this is some sort of photographic technology or another technology, because that would be impossible to paint with changing light. There they are. They got a nice little cat. He's got a pair of proper winkle pickers. Why did they have winkle pickers in the Renaissance periods? I mean, why are they pointy? It's stupid. So I don't know what he's doing with his hand. There must be some sort of signal. There is most Renaissance period. She got horns, and she's a ginger. She's got horns, and she's full as an egg. Full as an egg. Which is weird, because he's a brother. That's not true. That's not true. Anyway, more horny women. These two are definitely hiding horns. Wouldn't you say she's left her horns on? And they're bald. They have no hair. And they're always weird looking. And they've got horns. Yeah? But never mind that. Why is this priestess, yeah, sticking a thing in a baby's head? It's like we're taking that blood off to the Vatican, like they do to everybody. Take a blood sample, they're going to do witchcraft to you at the Vatican and bind you. So this fucker won't wake. They knew people was going to be not going with the program. They knew there's X amount of the population that wouldn't go with it. They know this, guys. They expect it. They want it. Now we got like base subjects and clean blood people. And the rest have all got like fucking black goo. So do you think she got horns? Again, pale, looks like a dude, no hair whatsoever, and's got horns. And they're all like that. It's really weird. Big head, stubby little body. Okay, she's a Phoenician. Look at that skinny little face going on with the nose. Again, bald. Again, one big horn. What's going on? Why did they have this nutty hairstyles? So here's a torture for you when you end up in hell, which for a lot of people is in this realm anyway, is they burn you in the arsehole with a flamethrower. You could do the same with basically a camping stove or any flamethrower, really. You could burn an ass. Let's have a look at this. Here's the lady with the keys. You see this a lot. I noticed in the Melancholia picture earlier, she got keys on her waist. Keys to that door area they were on about. I said there was back doors, didn't I? Back doors to this place. Fuck 'em. I'm not having it. I know what they try. They try anything to like sort of say, no, that's not true, and like cloud you Brighton. It ain't working. So what's going on in the medieval period with these two dynasties? Looks like we got Tartaria fighting this house here, the Castle of 3 Stars, and they're riding giant snails, which you always do. But why are they both bald and got like comb overs? This he looks a bit like an old Art Garfunkel, yeah. And this one here looks like Barry Evans. Not you, Barry, the other one. Barry, you know, the comedian. So look at these from the medieval period. So never mind the masquerade. No wonder they were covering themselves up. So is this one of those torture devices where you close it and the spikes all stick in? Because this guy looks like he might be into it. Yeah, he's into a little prick. Sorry, a needed joke, I admit. So what's going on with this lady? So she's got a few quid. Yeah, she's like, her dress is all ripped. Is that wires? Are you real? Are they robots? What's the Masonic handshake? She's got Rosemary. So she's doing that. I don't know. So this is, she's checking if she's got a Playtex bra on. This seems pretty common in the medieval period. He's checking as well, the other side. Now, let's see where his eyes are going. He's got his eyes on her boobs. She's checking them out to see, you know, if they're firm or wobbly. Yeah, I think they're wobbly. Just an educated guess. So here's Mary, who got impregnated by an angel. Apparently that's acceptable. And she had a virgin baby. She was virgin, not a baby. So what? She was married to Joseph, and her and Joseph never had a honeymoon, consummated marriage, or did anything dirty. Then is it? Well, they're the first fucking couple in history then. What's this? Why is Jesus looking weird? He's got a little fluffy little blonde curly woolies. Yeah, and he's having a little bit of bitty, as you would. Probably best to give that up before your 40s, though, Jay, okay? It's all right. I died in my 32. Oh, yeah, you know that, don't you? Yeah, it's unfortunate the way you go. So, more of, I think the arrivals suckled. Like, they say Romulus Aremus was suckled by wolves, or a wolf. And this guy is going, oh, that's beautiful. That's really natural. I love it. He's got cod piece on that. Show it off. She hasn't got any clothes on whatsoever except for a little white thing. Wow, she looks so 20th century. And the baby, she may have just had give birth, because in them days, she didn't have hospitals and stuff. She just went behind a bush, spat it out, bite off the umbilical cord, and make a soup with it later. Don't ask. Don't even ask what is going on with the eyes. They grow them. They grow eyes. Look, see. I don't know. I don't know. My head's hurting. So I think he's trying to tell us something, this dude with the curly hair. Yeah. Yeah, he's got mystical eyes. He's so trippy. Scaring me, in fact. And what are you telling us? Good luck. Why? Why? Why you got your fingers crossed, Jay? Shit. Shit. Shit, 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 shit. Anyway, apparently Centurias, the half-man, half-horse creature of the past, which is probably really definitely a thing, they're fluffy. She's like, oh, you got fluffy hair. And she's like, and he's like, nay, nay. But she got that laurel leaf on as well. I'm not sure if she's actually wearing a bra, but that was the last vlog. We're over that now. We've moved on. So I think this baby Jay in the garden of I don't know where he is actually. He was supposed to be in a stable, but they got a nice little buffet laid down. I think these may be the Magi. Don't worry too much about the frankincense next time. Or the myrrh. Just keep bringing the gold. In fact, you come back once every year. We live 1,000 miles away and we had to follow a wandering star. Ah, a comet, no less. And what happens? A comet shows up. Jay's born. There's a reset of civilization. How do I know? Because there's loads of depictions. Jesus in the shattered world. This is all sort of making sense to what's going on now. And this, all the souls flying off into a heavenly realm. So what kind of heaven would you like, guys? Have you ever thought about it? See, I want a bit more than they offer in this realm. I do. Yeah, it's like sunsets groovy, concerts were groovy, women are groovy, weed's groovy, music's groovy. I said that one. Food's groovy. I like food. Some food's groovy. Sea's groovy. Mountains are groovy. Nature's groovy. Critters are groovy. All of it's like groovy. But when you go to heaven, you want groovier because it's heaven by nature. It should be all better, sparklier. This lady in the Renaissance period, she's been imbued with special powers, as you can see, after a reset. There's new leaders. That's what's going to go on. This is a big fuck off job interview. Make sure you pass, guys. I like you. I want you with me. I love you all. What's this chicken that just got shot through the window? Oh, yeah. Attack chickens, I know. So there he is, Archangel Gabriel, and he's enunciating, which is another word for probably shagging. I don't even know. And she gets pregnant. Yeah, she looks different in this one. She looks lovely in some and terrible in others. I'm not sure what's going on in this, but the Phoenicians are earlier. The locking mechanism, the Cherubinuskis on bas reliefs, which look exactly like the ones you see in the modern day on buildings all over Christendom. She can't get up. I don't know why. Pour some important water, give the baby a wash, and all of these are queuing up to give the baby stuff. So I don't know if that's a special baby. If it is Jesus, what's he doing in that palace? She's off giving him a huggage. They were been hugging a long time, people, guys. They've been doing a lot of stuff a long time, apparently, according to the population. So they got wooden stuff for water. Bunny rabbits are left in the house. I love that touch because I got bunny love. And the maids are in the scullery cooking pasta and getting the fire ready for later. They're Jewish. Look at the height of that mantelpiece, and there's no fire in there. It's just a panel. So it's just a picture rail or something. It's that same bird laying in bed all day doing nothing. And there's a holy baby. So it's a different interpretation of stuff go down. I'm not sure if that's Jesus, but I'm just saying. The day the land fell off. It happens. My friend and my son nearly got squished by a cliff only a year ago or so. And I was in Penarth the other day by a beach and the cliff started to fall. People were sat there having barbecues and they took no notice whatsoever. I'm saying if you stood on that beach there with your fishing rod and this fell down, I can't give you the size of it, but it looks pretty bloody big. Yeah. But you would be squished. It's all white there, looks like chalk, which is outside. So use the mud floods in the future, London. So eventually it all turns to mountainage, gets a bit melted, gets a bit messed up. Eventually we have a rope bridge across to Big Ben. Waterfalls. In the mud flood of the future. If you want to find out what's going to happen in the future, you got to look to the past. Is what you got to do because the future's in the past. That's what happens. And you got to think bigger. You got to think that we're not just waking up people in this realm, but across time, because that's no longer existing. So that's trippy, right? It's got some kings or whatever they are, and they're looking at a blue portal window, and inside it is the British gas advert from 2000. You know, the one when they had like, buildings upside down and stuff. Do you find that trippy? Don't even ask me. You see a lot of them. This one, mazes as well. This guy's living on top of what looks like an old tree trunk. And he's put his house up there. What's he keeping away from? And what's the significance of the mazes? Because there's something in the middle. Now, this guy, he's got some super futuristic technology going on for a little old dude in the Middle Ages. He's opening because he's doing some repairs. What is it? What could that possibly be, even though it looks exactly like a circuit that we witness in the modern day? We've seen it on church floors. We've seen it all over the place. It is a circuit. It's upright. He's got a box, looks like modern day, I don't know, maintenance box you see on a motorway or something. And he's doing some shit on it. I don't know. There's more of these bubbles. What's in this one? Fish in the sky. And birds, birdfish, sun and moon, birdfish. Okay, that makes sense. Some papal person. Some people playing paper, scissors, rock. And Goddage, who's not a man. It's a woman. So yeah, when the Melancholians, the mermaids, showed up, post reset, Phoenician takeover, they never wore clothes. Because you have seen the film with Daryl Hannah, haven't you? Yes, okay. They did this. They literally marked you with a blob stick. I don't think she's killing him. I think she's marking him. Like, use my bitch, boy. Marking. Sort of thing going on. She's got one too. She's a queen. She's got a green dress. So why are they depicting them like doing shit to us? And why are there so many of them? Look at these. Take no notice of the jet fighters. So it's all about getting in the water, snugging down. Look at her hat. Look at her hat. What's with the hat? He's got all like fuzzy hair. And the Manx of the Isle of Man, they got a code going on. This isn't the Manx mind, but it is. And it's the 3 legs. It's on the Manx flag. This one's got a bit of the serpents coming out of her head. So it's the Manx and it's the Gorgon at the same time, which is really weird. Adds wings open, active charge, either side. Clues, I got to look more into that Manx thing. So yeah, if you were a mummy in the past, they used to paint an exact likeness of whoever was inside the tombage, which is a nice touch, but a bit fucking creepy. And they look so much like the people you see today, don't they? Not dissimilar. Oh God. So the Phoenicians are scornful. This is how they think of us. I went to a recent trip to York, and some of the people looked at me like that. I don't know what was going on. Yeah, so scornful, they look down at you and they don't like you. You're just cattle and you're only here to serve me, is what they're thinking. You have no feelings. Your feelings are unimportant to me. I'm not an empath. I don't give a shit. So there's Fabergés. So yeah, if my pirating career actually takes off, going after the Fabergé egg, maybe on an old sunken ship or something, and bought some scuba diving gear and get some flippers. Yeah. And go and get some of this shit now. I wouldn't want to sell it. It's just like, sounds exciting, doesn't it? Sounds like a movie. So I would make a documentary for YouTube. Flat Earth British leakers go in search of the Fabergé egg and find a flip-flop. Probably. So this is what they've done to Devil Woman. Yeah, you know about Cliff Richard. Beware the devil woman. She got evil on her mind. I'm not saying the devil created women, because that would be bad. Okay, but in this case, she's like, oh, my tits. Oh, they're so fucking scratchy. Could you scratch my tits for me? And they got 2 back scratches that they bought on the beach. And they're giving her a tit scratch, which is really, really nice, I bet. Yeah. Oh, can see her got her hands in the air. She's really enjoying that. Oh, they were itching so much. Oh, give it another scratch. Oh, fucking hell. Oh. Maybe not, though. Maybe that's just me. This guy, have you seen Hellraiser? Yeah, he needs to eat a couple more people. But he's just getting to be human again. He's looking at the instructions in his instructions mirror. and he's getting body. So was there a time when we were partially skeleton, partially flesh? Bones do not absorb water. They absorb oils. They give off electrical charge. Oh yeah, these are tank traps for Second World War. I don't know how that slipped in there, but just look at that vandalism there. See what it says. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Night vision goggles on. We're going in. It's pretty dark in there. Okay, you sure we can manage the batteries? So that's what we got there in them days, is night vision goggles. They got some shit on tech in them. Renaissance period, guys. Don't even think they don't. Look, what are they then? RoboCop. Think Judge Dredd. Think Judge Dredd. Right then, this is happening. And I need a refresher because life has changed so much. I've done so much this year alone. You wouldn't believe how much I've done this year. So much. God. 111. Well, it's still presenting. It's presented a couple of times today to me. The intuition. Encourage you to keep following your spirit. You are on the right path. Just listen to your gut and your heart. Well, that's what I do. I try to anyway. My spirit tells me, Matt, don't fucking do it. And I just go and do it. And I have a shit fucking time because I never listen to my spirit. How many times have you done that, guys? Yeah, my gut always tells me. I'm so lucky with that. I have been since I was a kid. Meeting certain people is like, nah, I don't trust them, man. Why? Gut tells me there's something going on. Why? And I would know, and I wouldn't be wrong either, ever. 222, the bright one. The right place and the right time. Trust in what you want and don't think about what you don't want. Yeah, that is brilliant advice. Maybe I should practice that a bit more. Instead of fucking dooming myself out with what the fuck am I going to do as late, which is what I've been doing. 333, the equilibrium. Mind, body, spirit. Focus on all three aspects. Don't neglect one or the other. So mind, yeah, my brain's all right. I'm almost cured. I'm like that guy in Clockwork Orange, yeah? I'm like proper cured, yeah? I'm thinking of actually, and I definitely think part of the spiritual process is against my natural inclination and anything and everything. It even sounds weird even saying it. In fact, it sounds proper gay saying it. Celibacy. It's supposed to be practiced, yeah? See, I'm not feeling that, guys, actually. I'm thinking what a fucking waste. 444, the protection. The universe and your spiritual guides are protecting you. Yay! Pay attention to your thought. I'm trying. We trying. You trying. 555, the change. Yeah, you sure changed me. The change is occurring. The universe is moving things around you. So even when you're like, I'm like tapping my foot a lot of the time and pacing up and down the room because I do fantastic stuff all the time. And if it's not fantastic, I kind of get grumpy. But you can't have it fantastic all the time, man. I'm like, yeah, actually, you can. Right. This is a good one. 666. Step back. Take a step back and rethink it and ask yourself, is what you're doing is right or wrong? Well, I've been thinking about that along. And when I did that activism, I knew that, this is my bit, me doing my bit to smash the foundations of modern civilization. 777, the inner strength. Release all the fear, be strong at heart, and look forward to the future with excitement. Oh, yay, that one's a good one. Let's practice that one more. Oh, I'm glad I'm reading it. 888, the balance. You're in harmony with the universe. Your thoughts and actions are also in harmony. So that sounds like you got it going on. 888 sounds like you're killing it, is what it sounds like. So 999, the wrap up. Time to start a new journey and wrap up loose ends. Let go of what does not serve you anymore. Yes, I think I should literally practice what I preach is what I should do. I've got to literally do some of that. Anyway, This is a good one. I'll just show you the other image. It was at one time a reptilian statue. You can see it's massive, massive. Well, it's probably not reptilian actually, because these are claws, aren't they? This looks like it might be a massive lion or something. So where did the rest of it go? Well, it all got melted and spludged down, wouldn't you say? There they are. There, look. Only the feet are left. And the rest is sort of missing. And there's a big blob of stone in its place. Because how big would that statue have been? Exactly. So, busts. And I'm not talking about boobs again, guys. Very dare you. Like busts of famous diplomats, famous politicians, royals, etc. Seems to be a big thing. People want them on their tables. I'm wondering if way back they ordered the busts of people on their table. Like, bring me the head of John the Baptist. And I think it might have been a thing. I think it harps back to that. I really do, with busts and breasts, heads. Yeah, we talked about them a lot. Okay, we have talked about talking heads a lot on Flat Earth British. This woman got a bullet in the face, probably, maybe, or maybe she's just stuffing in stigmata. It's hard to tell, but she's human and she'd be made into a decorative ornament. Were there women like this around in the past, or do you think this is just a weird attempt at art? Yeah, I know. Look how close the mouth is as well. It's really sorry. Right, cod pieces. Let's have a look. I've just got home from work, so basically that would be really uncomfortable. Yeah, and I don't think you could just walk around all day with a stiffy. That would be not normal, would it? It'd be something wrong. Well, I don't know. Depends. Sorry. So there's your Renaissance family. Nothing wrong with coming home with a cod piece. It's turned around now. Like I'm saying, we should reintroduce it. I'll wear one. I can't wait, actually. So this giant got a little guy who's bringing him his helmet. Well, Helm's Deep, you know, in Lord of the Rings. I'm wondering if Helm's Deep has got anything to do with helm, like on a ship. And they're trying to tell us that we're in a capsized vessel. Just a thought. Or helm. Oh, I don't know. I'm helmet. I was thinking because they made a metal for the orcs. Oh, I don't know. You know more about this stuff than me. I'm just thinking aloud. 1549. He's got cool copies. So here's that dude, Elizabeth I. She's like got weather technology. She's like, don't worry about the Spanish Armada. I'm just calling Sir Francis Drake, who's playing balls down in Plymouth. Drake, can you see them? Yes, yes, Your Highness. They're sailing past me right now. Shouldn't you shift ass and get the Navy together to go and fight them? No, Your Highness. You're going to unleash a tempest, and the entire Spanish Armada will be smashed on the islands of Scotland and Ireland, which is what happened. I know, God. So, yeah, she's like, yes, God favours me. He likes me so much that he killed all of my adversaries in one go, is what she said. She's supposed to be a virgin queen as well. She's got shoulders like somebody who's got big shoulders. But I think she was a dude. I think they've done that with loads of royals. Look at this statue. Doesn't it look like it's covered in spunk? No, it does. Look. Lovely weather in Wales today. I managed to spot a cloud shape of Boris Johnson because he's a bit of a dickhead, is Boris. But that's by Welsh Bollocks. I don't know who that is. See quiz shows? They're winding us up. Yeah. Press the buzzer and the wheel goes round. Now, the Wheel of Fortune is an azimuth with this and flat Earth map. Okay. And this came up. Carol Vorderman, I think they sent Carol Vorderman off to the Liars Knackers yard. She always thought she was really clever, Carol Vorderman, didn't she? I was never a fan. I knew there was something going on. So there you are. NASA lie and the Earth is flat. That new tasty one that batters Carol Vorderman on Countdown, the one with the fluffy hair. I don't know her name. But she's the better Carol Vorderman. So here we are. On the Globe Light Tour. Can't wait to go again. Can't wait for the new one. I heard from Harry the other day. John Smith. Loved that man. He's so fucking love them all. And then it was a really special day with my son. who was truth smacking in the street. So proud. Sven, always wanted to meet Sven, my friend Lisa, part of my gang and the tribe. And then we are Flat Femin with Lisa's artwork of a Tatarian flag, which is fantastic, which looks just like the Wales flag. And this is in Cardiff. So that was a little while back. So this is in Begonia. They're going into a pyramid, and it's supposed to be Noah. And I've suggested on vlogs in the past that Noah's Ark was in fact a pyramid. Maybe. Let's have a look at this picture. It's weird. Females always want to run away at the lowest point. I don't get that joke. That's stupid. Anyway, what I want to examine is this. So the first lady, right, she's like, oh shit, I'll just grab a handful of my husband's head and try to climb out of the back of the car. Okay. Now, he looks like a fucking dummy. And didn't he just have the back of his brains blown out? Where's the exit wound? Where's the mess? Where's the brains? Where's the blood? All over him. He just had his... Hang on. There's the book suppository there. Okay, grassy knoll, book suppository. Okay, Secret Service man goes and helps. Jackie get off the car because she's just like, I've got his brains in my hands. Can I put them back in again? Like something like that. Anyway. And him, yeah, he looks like a dummy. Where's all the fucking blood? And that looks like a wig. Honest to God, that looks like a wig. It looks too far down on his forehead. Honest to God, that looks just like a dummy. That is a dummy, isn't it? That's a dummy. It is a dummy. Well, we know it was stage binary. I'm just saying, you know, how's this out there? Look at that. That's a dummy. The hair's too low down. That's not Jack's hair, is it? That's not even, that's a dummy's face. That's a dummy. There was 4 in the limo square. I know, but then there's 6 in some in Mandala Effects Diary. Have you noticed that one? Jackie shot him. A driver did. I don't know. Jackie seems a bit buddy with LBJ, so I'm not sure. But yeah, that's a dummy to me. That's a dummy. I don't know how that's doing out there. Anyway, Sugruba knew nothing. We busted it. I'm flat with British. Have I got any more pictures? Probably. No, not for the minute. Okay. So this is a video now concerning some of that shit that's come out of the air. And it's, to the curious, a conclusion. Okay, and this deserves to be shared. And this was made by Franz, who's probably still in chat now. And it's concerning some of that shit that is in the water, in the food. In this case, the bath water. Don't vomit. And pee as well. But don't vomit again. But apparently, from the conclusions of this, I'm not going to, spoiler alert, this shit's everywhere. Right, so here we go in. Okay.
This is my last evening's bath water that I let sit overnight to show you something very curious. I noticed that every time I wash, I have roughly the same amount of magnetic particles in my wash water. And I wanted to show you how much there actually is. I have a magnet attached to the underside of this. You can see this is all from last evening's washing. And I wasn't doing anything outside but having a couple meetings and such. So this would be the same material that I showed you in another video. Okay. When I noticed the large amount of magnetic materials, I set out to put together this little various magnetic fields to see if I can attract the same amount of materials roughly in the area of an individual human being.
Well, let's have a vote. Ginger's saying while we're watching this, I feel vaguely sick as well. It's a bit like cooking with Bill and watching him chew hair. So let's get to the end, the conclusion, because I'm not feeling that. I'm feeling a bit sick actually. Next, it goes on to pee as well, which is something else. It's not very fucking nice. But you know, it's science, isn't it? So you know, professional purposes. Thank you, Ashley. Okay, and he's made a lot of effort.
Wow. It is so
I know what that
obvious
is.
that
Okay, let's
through smart dust
Right, let's get to the smart dust.
coming
I don't want to
from
examine
those
your pee too much, friend. There.
but to leave behind the smart ones, the intelligent ones, the ones who have an awareness of self, and then convert them through smart dust, through all this AI crap, into a higher form of physical beings that are fully controlled by an AI grid. Just my awareness. You can take it or leave it for whatever what it's worth to you. But my reality shows just that, with all the evidence.
Well, funnily, I had something removed from my neck, which I got a gaping hole left in my neck, believe it or not, and one up my leg as well, which I took out myself, and they look like wires, bundles of hair, which found their way into my body somehow.
With all my findings in my research over the last few months that were predicted over 100 years ago. Further, the so-called iCloud is not just something arbitrary, imaginary. It is a literal cloud, a cloud of smart dust connecting electromagnetically, creating a field above us, around us, and in us. Your internet is the chemtrails.
All right, I'll go with that. That's really interesting. Thank you for your work and your conclusions, friends. I think the pee in the bathwater was a bit much, but we watched the rest. We get the drift. But yeah, that shit's on everything. But I knew that already. Smart test. So this other stuff we've been up to now. Flying monkeys. Okay, for the Wicked Witch. Fly, my monkeys, fly. This is me and my son the other day for a giggle. Let's show you the insanity that we had to deal with possibly Simon Dan's stuff. Thank you, Fat Fingers, who is soon to be renamed Flat Thumbs, because that's just weird, man. So here we are, and have you noticed this? It's like a big sundial, a massive sundial in the Hayes in Cardiff. So what's happened is these people have turned up. They're there for hours. They're just there to argue, be insulting. Their opening words to me are you with these kooks? So in hindsight, I should have said, no, man, I'm not with them. You're joking, aren't you? Anyway, could you put your mask on when you talk to me? And I should have just done that and been clever, but I never. Next time I pretend. So yeah, they had a guy with him, and he was like rallying, causing trouble, and he sort of started on my friend Sven. I got rid of him, but I'm just saying we're going to have a look a bit at the shit that you got to deal with people when you tell the truth and question, like basically all of it. Certain people really don't like it. Check this out.
To the Globe Eye Tour. I wasn't going to put this video out right now, but we're in Cardiff and I need to show you.
Oh, excuse me. This is my brother Sven. Okay, Sven P.
This is what we're up against. Take a look at this. All right, love, do you need a...
So let me just put things right. Star Wars Street, this crazy fucking lady, who literally commented and said, "I'm the nasty person who wiped off." She carries a water pistol around with her in a fucking bag, and squirts off "the Earth is flat," which is our stuff. Like that's not rude. Anyway.
A refill with water?
No, I'm good.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you concealed enough so we can't see who you are?
I mean, this is just coming.
What are you rubbing it off for? I'm just out of interest. Why are you doing it? Just out of interest. I'm not bothered if you do. It's only chalk, but why are you doing it? No, if you'd like to leave our stuff alone, then I won't point the camera at you. How about that? Yeah, well, you don't have to do that. It's antagonistic, isn't it? You know it's antagonistic, and you know we can see you. Right, so don't do it. Don't do it. Don't be silly, all right? So just to let you know.
Enter flying monkey. So this guy, yeah, he's just going floating round until I called him up and told him to fuck off. He's floating round and he's corralling people to turn against the truthers. He's like literally a agent for provocateur. Caught agent provocateur.
That is what you're contending with on a daily basis, is ignorance like that. Unbelievable. And they belong to this guy here who's waving his hand, who's been taking the mick out of Martin here.
Such a tosser. Ball's admin job, yeah? You think you should talk to everyone like shit? It's crazy.
It's nuts, mate.
No, we're not very nice people, some of them. Don't worry.
Yeah. So that's what.
All part of this was.
That's right. It really is. But it's, yeah, and yet they've been here for about 2 hours.
Yeah, and they're crossing out all our stuff now.
Crossing out all our stuff.
They work with Simon Ban or something.
Do you reckon that could be it? I think
know,
so.
mate, they're a bit too committed.
They're a bit too committed. So we're just kind of observing this because it's like, it's actually slapstick, and we're going soon anyway. It's slapstick, mate. And this guy put his mask on half an hour ago to see if we would react to it, and everyone just ignored it. Like, so what? Who cares what you're wearing? You're just a prat. So
He's not actually interested in anything anybody's got to say. Anyway.
no, they're not, are they?
You try to explain basic geometry. Go on with the crazy walk. I was just going around scratching out, she's going all weird. She's giggling to herself. She's actually supposed to be an adult. Proper nut.
And we've got their lookout on the bike as well. It's all planned. It's all mapped out.
Wow, they're fucking so pushy and thinks they're fucking brilliant. These guys, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm put my foot down in a minute.
I know. So we'll get back to you in a bit, because I think this might get a little bit interesting. But yeah, someone has been putting them up to this, no doubt about it. Anyway, while I'm here, may as well add in something nice and positive, and that is Lisa's beautiful poetry. Or writing. Is it poetry? I'm not even reading it. Yes, of course it's poetry. If it's you writing stuff, then it obviously is poetry.
Yeah. Not everything.
Not everything.
I have written a few articles of those.
So there we go. That's this is the sort of thing. Lisa's over here doing this. She has since done this. I'll just go around with the camera and I'll show you this. Which, if you look at it and you flip that round, mirror image, so the head is pointing to the left, the griffin, very similar to the Welsh flag, is it not? Anyway, nice bit of work there, bit of hairspray on it, so the rain won't wash it off, so people of Cardiff can enjoy that for another few days to come. But anyway, that's the kind of thing that we've been doing, as well as talking to people. Dave is still very busy talking to people there. So a group of other people. Hello. Right, and then we have Samuel here. He was brilliant, the chap here with the rucksack. We've swapped details. We're going to be staying in touch. He's doing a lot of research on these very things that we're talking about, which is great. He kind of watched our back a little bit as well with these planks that are hanging around. Definitely handled. No doubt about it. Something's going on. Anyway, I thought I'd just bring that to you. Yeah, they're all loving it. They all look very, don't know, it's very, very strange. Maybe she's reporting back to Dan. Anyway, or whoever. One of the flying monkeys that we keep talking about. The world is full of flying monkeys. Half of them don't realise it, but hey ho, flying monkeys, they shall remain. Anyway, on that note, oh, hello. Modern technology, eh? Brilliant. Might do a bit of research on it, geoengineering and all that. Yeah. Anyway, I'm not going to go into a spiel now. There's another fly monkey on his bike. Fly monkey number 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. I didn't know flying monkeys could speak.
Can they?
Eh?
Can they?
I didn't know they could speak. Are you threatening me, mate?
I asked if you call me a flying monkey.
Did you feel I was talking about you? Why is that?
Another flying monkey on his bike.
All right. So are you the only one on a bike round here? Are you in Cardiff? Oh, you are now because you just come up to me asking me if I called you a flying monkey. What if I was to say yes? What are you going to do about it?
Just curious why.
Oh, okay. You're curious why? Your performance all day here.
I just can't believe the way you're coming in attacking and all nasty.
I didn't attack you. They just attacked me.
You just attacked me, and you guys have been doing it all day. Look at them. You've been with them the whole time. You're going over there, reporting to them, and this, that, and the other.
You just do all what you want.
You know.
Well, anyway, I told him he had a big gob and he best fuck off. Yeah, they were like set up opposition. They just tried to fuck up the whole day. And that's what they do. Really, really weird people. Really fucking weird. Their Mascos are not like us. So anyway, how are you? 600 watching. That's fantastic. He wants beating up. I did say to him, Ginger, I wondered if he got beat up a lot with his gob because, you know, a bit fucking chopsy for someone like that, wasn't it? So double flat thumbs to infinity thrice. Happy Flatterday to you. I'm going to give you all a few shoutages. There's Teresa, who's my friend Hippie Shake. Good to see you, lovely. Flat Earth Crypto Coin. You can find links below in the descriptions box if you're interested in getting hold of Flat Earth Coin, because it seems to be that you can, that's the way things are going, and it seems that you can make money on it. Free press 666, which is always a good thing in this day and age to survive, I am finding. Vibes, weird for sure, no shit. Capilocious, hours and hours they were there, Vibes, hours, just being twats. I talk to everyone like shit as well, which is not good. I don't even know where they get that from. You can't just go up to complete strangers and talk to them like poo. They could be dangerous. Don't you think? Bandana. Gingic. Stee. I don't know how you pronounce your name. Matt Pyman, good to see you, my friend. So, flat firms to you manage. Dark matter and double rapage. Little wing. Yeah, need more benches and more hammocks. I've seen you on your lovely hammock. I would like a hammock. Hammocks are where it's at. Double flat firms to infinity 5 stretch. So ganja's legal in Thailand. I see that shit that out of nowhere. That's weird, isn't it? Yeah, 1 minute it's like you get a death sentence, and then mandana affect the fucking place, and now it's legal. Apparently you can grow and sell it, but I looked into it. Not if you're a foreigner, I have found. So. Sean Osborne, good to see you, Sean. What's that? Flummage. Lots of love to you all. Lots of love to you all as well from me. Okay. Dragon Sage is sending love to you all as well. You are fantastic people. I've really felt the love in you tonight. I've enjoyed doing that. And I've enjoyed good timing, I think, anyway. It's always good timing for vlogs. But I've been talking about these subjects I found when I looked through my Tatarian channel. I've been talking about mud floods and Tataria, etc. for 5 years. 5 years now. Jolly man, good to see you. Shinj man. Oh, I don't know about American politicky things, or even if they're even real anymore, or if anything's real on the television. I doubt it very much. Is your plant real? Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fucking look after it. I wipe the leaves. I talk to it. It's my plantage. Fuck no, fake plants. No, all my plants are real, mate. Except for my orchid, because I have trouble growing orchids, but fake orchids, but it's still good feng shui, so don't worry about it. As long as you don't have any. Oh, hiya, friends. Yeah, they didn't want to see your puby bath war. I don't know why. Maybe you should have saved it. And the pee as well. I'm all right with that. Not really. But we do truly appreciate the sentiment and the effort you've made. And yeah, that shit's over everything we're finding. Okay. And in everything. So creepy, eh? So yeah, I was going to do ghost stories, but I'm not really ghost story mood now. Perhaps I'm on my own. Flat forever. Flat forever indeed. Dallas. And that bottom girl is what makes the world go. Flat bottom girls is what makes the rotten world go round. Valerie, love you, Valerie. Vertigo. Good to see you, my friend. Matt Lico, awesome show as always. We are all great to see you. Your love vibes. Okay, then make sure to subscribe to Matt and Lika channels. Okay, you can click the bell thing, and then apparently you get notified. If that was the case, 50,000 people would be here now, because 50,000 people should be notified that I went live, and they're not here, are they? So there's only a small percentage that are actually getting notified. So click the bell. There's more chance of actually catching a Flat Earth British vlog. A couple of people have said in my comments this week, oh, it's taken me, one guy said it's taken him a year to find me. A year on the internet. And I can't find me. I'm shadow banned from my channels. So I am back on Facebook, which is fabulous. After 3 months, I've not been able to get on there, which is shit because I've got like 5,000 people on there. Lots going on. Corinne, good to see you. Oh, Squiz, who has been patrolling Flat Earth British chat for a long time. Many years. Oh, exactly that. Okay, let's have a look. EM equals MC squared equals 3322. Oh, yeah. Okay, give you that one. So, 420. Somebody said in my show 2 days ago, are you 420, Matt? Well, I was 420 was like associated with, oh, I'm going to chill out on 420. And then somebody said, oh, no, it's a conspiracy. That's Hitler's birthday. And what is your point exactly? I haven't celebrated Hitler's birthday in years, okay, because I've been basically too busy. So, 420. Look, I got my Hitler globe behind me. They're having basically a puppet gasm sesh, as you can see. Look at where his foot is. Yeah. Scrotum twiggling. You heard of that? Probably not until tonight. Don't worry, you learn a lot of new things on Flat Earth British. We open your Brian and we look inside to see what is there. Okay? We open your mind. I don't know how you lot put up with me. I really don't. But don't worry about it. It's all good. So we're good living tent, so doesn't matter. Rose Atlas, good to see you, my friend. Mac Tram, good to see my brother rolling. So Max 420. Brian, I give you a blue thing. I don't know why never before, because I don't know what I'm doing at the time. I just manage. Weed should be legalized. It's less harmful than alcohol. Alcohol is a killer, John Smith. Kill my wife. It's a killer. It's a fucking nasty. All government approved drugs, cigarettes and alcohol, are designed to fuck up your health. Yeah. Mix a depressant with a stimulant, because if tobacco is a stimulant and it's slightly depressive, and alcohol is known to be a depressant. Mix the two together, you're just going to exacerbate depression. So it doesn't make you feel any better. It makes you feel like dog shit, especially when you've got that stinking fucking hangover. I thought it is a ritual, is it? Find its roots, dig deep. It's got nothing to do with weed. Oh, I felt that. It took me ages to find out what it was. I had to go and ask somebody. Do you know when they're all seeing 420 in my chat? What are they on about? I think it was Lee or something. Maybe, I don't know. He thinks I'm crap, by the way. But yeah, he said, he said 420 is like celebration of Weedage Day. They had a 420 in Cardiff a couple of months ago. Thousands of people went. Guess what? Brian went, yeah. You went 420 to Cardiff, didn't you, Bri? Guess what? Nobody tells me shit. You'll fuck all about it, mate. Never do to last minute. Probably wouldn't have to go anyway. So avoid that, yeah, Mark. Avoid all things, really, especially them, and avoid, confrontation. It's probably not a good thing. Listen to Bob Marley, not Bob Dylan. He's a cunt. The King of the Jews, Robert Zinneman, Cheech. Good to see you, my friend. How are we? You just ate the most acid I have seen anyone ever eat my whole life. Pot makes me happy. Makes me happy as well, Ginger. Makes me really happy. Mushrooms make me happy, but I haven't got any. Hitler was 204 today. I don't know. I'm not here to be approved. Okay, I've always been, people have always found me offensive just by my existence for some reason. Kevin, great insight and synergy makes the blossom that way. That's what we like. This is how it works, man. You gotta get that synergy going, that electric, that magic going on, and double flat thumbs makes that happen, Kevin. Secret formula. Yippee! I just made all that shit up. I don't know. Sounds good, feels good. I'm going with it. It's all right. Sorted. Fritz, good to see you. Sorry if I made you jump. Stick to tea. I got a cup of tea. That's all I drink. I'm proper. I got different teas. All I drink. I try not to drink coffee in the night anyway, because that shit keeps you awake. Amen. Amen. Ra. Misty, I've been reading your comments along the way. I do agree with most everything you say. Don't drink, it kills you. Yeah, don't drink. It's shit. I only have a pint or two of Guinness and I'm fucking crawling. Oh, there he is. All right, you don't. See, I knew you were there. You sneaky. Where are you anyway? Flatterdays, I mean, where are you? It's 20. Fuck me. It's 10 to 12, Lee. Did you shit the bed? What are you doing here? You had a week off work. I know you have, because you've been live all the time trying to keep that flat earth British thing going while I've been off having my fucking head gone thing going on. Haven't you? I know. It's all that psychicness. Calm, I don't know. I'm working on it. Don't worry, I'll get to it. Thinking. So what's that say? Listen well, 999. Like that, build a hut with hemp. Oh yeah, hemp blocks are fucking fabulous. I bet there are a load of hemp block buildings in the past. Jose, looks good. Looks like a good time to be there. Okay, what's Lee saying? I want to see. I think you are the most excellent, Martin. No, I'm not just saying that, Lee, because I'm here at you. All right then. Okay. Go with that. We love you too. Okay. Most excellent, he said. Okay. You see, now you're witnessing that, guys. I'm a new 550 witness that. Martin's most excellent. Little wing. I like tonic and water. Oh, I don't know. I don't like anything with aspartame, and they're all got aspartame in them. Fucking don't want to put any neural fucking inhibitor in my brain. The water's pretty fucked because the plastic's all DuPont plastic, and don't fancy growing any mammalians, which is you get like man boobs, which is not going to happen to me anyway. I'm just saying. Others get tits. I don't want man tits. So fucking water's no good. I'm trying to think anything that's untampered and is good because all food is modified. Like I say, it's running out. They're just filling it with water and giving a shit. Like chicken, the pork, the fucking everything. How many? All right. Okay, Yoko. How many Welshmen do you actually know? I'm the only one, ain't I? But it's nice that I'm your favourite one anyway. And I probably am, because when you meet the rest, you're like, Martin, I preferred him. Yeah. They say Tom Jones is the king of fucking Wales. I'm the king of fucking Wales. Ask King. Look, I rub shoulders with the monarchy. Okay, look what that says. King Schnurgelgerson, the Viking king. Yeah. Close personal friend. Yeah, not that close. We're not that close, Schnurg. But, we're friends. Chemically. Okay, cool. So I've been watching Drum and Bass on a bike. Have you seen that? Yeah, we need to do something like that. We need to get like Flat Earth on Drum and Bass on a bike, or grab Dom, that guy from Drum and Bass on a bike, do some flat smack and go through the city, massive loud drum and bass. I think it's a fabulous idea. He's getting tens of thousands. When he gets 20,000 followers, they're going to have to cut off cities and stuff. I thought, bing, light bulb. This is like an opportunity for a massive flat smack, is what I was thinking. I know. Somebody just said, I like the way you're thinking, Matt. I know, thank you. Whoever just said that. Yeah, I know. So I'll try and grab him. Probably, he keeps saying oi oi all the time, and he's got another couple of catchphrases, which sort of leads him to think he's been watching Flat Earth British for lockdown. Most people have, haven't they? I know my views don't say that, but they have. Yeah. Just look at the history channel, like later this week, they'll be banging on about fucking comets. Don't believe me? If you're going on years, guys. They ain't got nowhere for content because basically they haven't got no imagination and they've got a think tank. Matthew, shrew me up, baby. No, it's fucking PG Tips. PG Tips Instant Tea. Okay, I got to go, guys, because I'm just waffling. It was awesome to see you. That was a fantastic Flatterday. Lee, we had a fantastic Flatterday. Yeah, we let our hair down. Not you. We did. Guinness is for stoners. You know it. You know it. I could only drink. I had, on the hottest day of the year, I was drinking Guinness. And I had literally a scorching fucking Guinness. Yes. Things that should never be said in reality. Can I have a scorching Guinness, please? It was scorching. Vile. Vile. So, all fixed. I'm not crap. Everything's groovy. Make sure to subscribe to all Flat Earth British, even Lee, because he's below in the thing down there where you can find all our shit. And subscribe. And Rich, subscribe to him. Subscribe to Little Wing as well. I'm sub to her. Yeah. She's my sister. Yeah. Mo, he's one of my brothers. Fuck alcohol, I'm done with it. Yeah, you better not be saying that with a fucking beer in your hand, old Mo. Is that no shit moment? I'm sorry, I don't mean to do it. Perfect people aren't allowed in. Yeah, you've got to be like, nobody's got a normal family. All families are fucking weird, aren't they? You always got that pissy auntie and touchy uncle. Just say no, little ones. There's never enough. Yeah, so let's listen to Little Wing. Okay, let's listen to words of wisdom. I seen something that said the other day. It's a shame that you get wise old in life instead of young. You get like wise older. So if you had like, if I was like literally, if I knew now what I knew then, I wouldn't be in this much shit. I would have been fab. I'd have killed it. To be loved by everyone. Isn't that what we all want? We all want a nice cutch. So we'll have like a communal cutch, right, in our O'Briens, that we're all embracing our brothers and sisters like we do when we meet. Okay, so that's a long hug, not a 3-second get the fuck out of here, I don't really like you, because that doesn't work with these tribe members. It's like, I don't think I'm going to let go. It's more like that, because we don't feign that bullshit. We're not suits. We're living life. We're living life. Mac, oh, thanks, mate. You are also so nice. You have been for years. A nice cutch, Nate. Okay, nice cutch. So we're having a nice cutch, and we're having a nice loving embrace, and we're going to leave that in our hearts, and we're going to go away and enjoy the rest of our days. And I'm going to go and make a fresh cup of tea. Okay. Okay, that makes perfect sense to me. So, Comets are a thing. Definitely. Okay. And bathwater, I'm finding on documentaries, makes you feel a little bit sick. The sick a little in my mouth. Add the ingredients to the bottled water to make you more thirsty. Oh yeah, they do. That's modified. That's true. See what I mean? It's just what is safe, except going into the stream, drinking like I was in the Czech Republic, drinking out of pipes coming out the side of hills. I was. It was fab. And it felt fab until I got to polluted, stinky fucking Britain. Oh, Crazy Judy, hi. Okay, I'm going to shoot off. Make sure to enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your week. I'll be back in a few days. Make sure you catch up with all things Flat Earth British. I've got a vlog I put out the other day talking about stuff. Let's talk about stuff. You don't know, do you, Martin? No, I forgot. Alva Billy, ciao. Ciao, bambino. Ciao, baby. Jess. First, Earth's first space LATR. Try this. Earth's first space. Flat thumbs. flat, like the Earth, flat. Flat. Somebody had the nerve to say, you just talk bollocks, man. You never talk about flat Earth, being flat Earth British. Yeah, I do. It's my channel anyway. I'll do what I want. Have a wonderful day, guys. Thank you, Martin. You're always best start to the Sunday. Oh, yeah, it's nearly Sunday. In Aussie, Sunday. All right, have a good day there, Adalia. Jesse Polish Polowski. Jesse Polowski. Good to see you, my friend. Could be family. Amanitka. Got blasted on edibles last night. Did you? Nice. Anyway, have a good day. Oh, Mr. Fearham's there. Howdy, I gotta go, Mr. Fearham. Sorry you just joined. Just start from the beginning. Okay, it's all good. Loads of stuff. Not too bad in this one. I hardly swore, and there was nothing like really, really bad content, disgusting wise, was there? No. So epic. Plane Drifter, Martin MC flat on a bicycle. I haven't got a bike. If I did, I'd join that drum and bass guy on a bike thing and flat smack, get that microphone off him, not give it back. It's like, yeah, it's that guy. Oh, love it. Anyway, I gotta go. So, Boom Shankar. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, and I'll see you very, very soon. Make sure to subscribe, support me in any way possible. That would be fantastic. And click that like button if you did like this video. Yeah, it's only a click. It won't hurt. Okay, it's karmically good connected because it's a good thing. Okay, so later on down the road, yeah, you're gonna find a penny on the pavement for that like, or maybe more.